make it out the cul-de-sac. Backed up to the limit, last pass on my visit. Either dance or hit the path of the mastodon, get it. Shout out to MTV, shout out to Exhibit. Show me how to pimp my ride while I MTV crib it. Miss Piggy Banks, Mr. Kermit Frog Ribbit. Missed in my tank, missed service by the minute. I gotta kick the universal suffragette exquisite and replace it with the new school sort of feudalism. But I gotta give away the Yankee Doodleism. I don't know about it, man. It's planted in my noodle, is it? Am I an old pooch, just a new poodle? Is it just a new trick? Who said I couldn't learn without permission? Doing backflips when I'm under supervision. But in the field of play, I be losing all the missions. You know I feel your pain cause I be losing when I listen. Keep the man doing work.
Hello, everyone. Guess who's back? Number two. Did you guys miss her? I missed her very much. It's been 2 months. We haven't done a show since November, I believe. October?
It's been a long time. Oh, it's October?
I think it was October. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So please, everyone, join me in welcoming back my best friend and my favorite co-host, Don't Tell Kvar, number two. And of course, as always, my regular co-host Zena is here. Zena's boyfriend is here too. Did you know that?
Uh-oh.
Zena's boyfriend
Zena
is also here.
He's so cute. Look at him.
I know. Royal's down here as well. Of course, I've locked Mr. Zed in the basement and Ava's down there with him. But as you guys know, if you decide that you'd like to support the show in any way, these doggos get a milk bone on air and they're very excited to have them. So keep that in mind. If you think we're doing a good job, please hit the like button. If you're enjoying the show, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to see you back. That's it. I guess we'll jump into it. Did you have any words of wisdom for the audience?
No, I'm just happy to be here. It's been a long time.
I'm happy to be here too. It has been a long time. Welcome. Erica's here to keep y'all in line. Don't forget, there's just a couple of rules in my chat. Please don't use the Lord's name in vain. Also, no sex stuff. We don't talk about sex stuff over here. Save that for your bedroom. All right. That's it. I know we have
where's the chat thing on the screen here?
It's on the right. If you hit all the way at the bottom of the right, if you hit the chat button, you really haven't been here in a while.
No, I know. This is a whole new,
Holy cannoli.
I know. I don't see it.
We gotta. I was gonna start the first video, but we can't do that yet because.
Oh, I got it. Everybody, I got
it. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat.
Thank you, Lamborghini Red.
I clicked the wrong button. Baby Lemon with pom-poms in hands, cheerleading. It must be a super sticker. It's a super sticker. Unfortunately, that does not show up on Restream, but I get the gist of it. Let's give these dogs some milk bones. We're almost out of milk bones, guys. I bought the small milk bones instead of the mini milk bones, and man, they go fast. they certainly go quickly. Look at how big these are compared to the little mini ones that we normally do.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, Teddy, good boy. Teddy and Zena, they're both kind of a similar age, so they just chill together all day. And then Royal, which is this one here. Come here, Royal. This fluffy one right here is younger, and him and Ava zoom around the backyard like it's nobody's business. And the star of the show. We all know you're here to see Zena and not Karen or I. I appreciate it very much. Number two appreciates it. Zena appreciates it. Teddy appreciates it. And Royal.
Look at Teddy's little tail. He's so happy.
He is a good boy, and he is a majestic creature. I tell you what. Did I unshare my screen? I did. I was trying to get set up, and then I hit the wrong buttons in the wrong order. But we got it. We're here. We can do it. Okay, so this one, keep in mind, on this show, number two hasn't seen any of this stuff. We're surprising her with all of it.
This is how it goes. This is how it goes.
This is the show. This is it. Grandma shoots intruder while handcuffed to a chair. When I saw this, I was thinking to myself, you know what? When number 2 and I are grandmas, this is going to be us. This lady is feisty. She's so feisty. Let's watch.
Tonight, an invader came in the house.
I'm sorry, you said you got shot?
Yes.
Who's the guy that shot you?
She says he's laying on the kitchen floor. Where's the guy that shot you? Taking a nap. He's taking a little snoozy snoo on the kitchen floor. Another super chat. Thank you so much, Lamborghini Red. We'll take care of this while we have it paused. Keep in mind, if you do a super chat while we're in the middle of a video, we will definitely get to it at the end of the video. But for right now, there's Teddy. Oh, I almost lost a finger that time. Holy cow.
One less digit. One less digit.
One less digit. And let's see if we can get Royal on camera. Royal boy, here you go. Do you know these two, Royal and Teddy, have the same parents? They're both golden doodles.
I remember you telling me about these dogs.
Yeah, look at how different
before.
they look. I know. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
That's crazy.
They're from the same breeder, I guess. By the way,
one of the dogs, one of the parents was having an affair because there's no way this happens.
They're from the same mom and dad. They're several years apart, but they have the same mom and dad.
Right. Right. That's what she said, right?
I mean, I haven't done the DNA test, so they're just visiting. They're just visiting.
Was Dad surprised when the babies were born? That's all I want to know.
We do dog sit. Sometimes these are not my big babies. They are somebody's big babies. But please adopt, don't shop. Look at the Xena over here. She's adopted. And look at how freaking cute that one is. All right. Let's get to this crazy, not crazy, very cool grandma.
Feisty is the word.
Shot a home intruder. That's amazing. I love this lady.
It's a snowy morning in Bingham County, Idaho, where one intruder has made a deadly mistake messing with an 85-year-old homeowner.
Hello? What's going on?
What's going on?
Why are you handcuffed?
The guy that shot me handcuffed me.
Who's the guy that shot you?
One deputy quickly finds a gun, seen here, that they later discover was used to stop the suspected home intruder dead in his tracks. Officials have redacted a portion of the screen as they work to help the victim.
If the front door closed, came on freezing.
I'm gonna unhandcuff you, okay?
Please.
Okay, I've got a gun over here. Stay right there.
I got a gun right here. I just emptied it.
Okay, just leave that gun there.
I unmuted. While we're watching this video, let me know your dog or cat's names and if they're adopted or not. I'd love to hear. Holy cow. Well, we have it paused. We have 5 gifted memberships.
Yay!
You guys are going to run out of milk bones over here. Thank you so very much. Lurker one with coming in hot with the 5 gifted memberships. Keep in mind, if you are a member of the show, once a month we do a game night. Last time we played a game called I Wish I Didn't Know That. And I'm telling you what, some of these questions on this game were so disgusting I didn't even read them on air. I threw them right into the trash. But we also play, we have them back here. Stupid Death board game. We play Dumb Criminals board game.
I wish I would have been there for that. You threw them right in the garbage.
right in the trash.
That's
Right in the trash.
great.
The people there was an uproar.
That's great.
I'm like, I am not saying those words on the internet. I will say them like here, like I'm not saying them on the internet though. Look at the side eye I'm getting from Xena.
Yeah, she's like, what? Where's mine? I see you giving them to all these other dogs, but not to me.
There you go. All right, let's get back to this feisty grandma.
Control 319.
The 357 is mine.
Okay.
One male suspect was deceased. One elderly female was in shelter.
Okay, I'm gonna roll you over, okay?
Okay, good.
Give me 1 second.
You didn't see nothing? No, I was down.
I'm gonna take that phone from you, okay?
It's in the kitchen.
Hey, I'm gonna roll you over, all right? Ready?
My legs hurt.
Okay, yeah.
Wait in there. So good. They've got 3 guns.
Should have two.
He had 2.
I don't know.
Let's back up and listen to this miraculous 911 phone call that led deputies to this home.
What's going on?
Got shot last night. An invader came in the house.
I'm sorry, you said you got shot?
Yes.
Who did you get shot by?
This lady's miraculous.
It's
Miraculous.
crazy.
The invader.
How old are you?
I'm 85.
85?
I shot him back. He's dead on my kitchen floor.
Who's dead on your kitchen floor?
The invader. The guy who came to rob me.
Okay, so somebody broke in your house last night?
About between 2 and 2:30.
Okay, are you shot?
Yes.
Okay, where's your gunshot wound?
Stomach.
Okay,
And I'm also handcuffed. You'll have to bring the key for handcuffs or something to cut them off.
okay, don't hang up. So the person you shot is wearing handcuffs?
I am. He handcuffed me.
Okay, who's that talking in the background?
My son who just got up. He didn't know anything that happened.
Her son was there the whole time. I didn't realize that. Her
That's
son was
crazy.
there. His mom got shot, and he didn't even wake up. That's crazy.
That's
That's
many-
crazy. No, that's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
No, that is crazy.
And I couldn't get to a phone, so I waited for him.
Okay, where were you shot?
Stomach.
She already said that. Follow
Okay.
along, buddy.
All right, and what is your son's name? And was that him talking in the background?
Yes.
Okay, are you able to give the phone to him so I can talk to him?
Yes. The guy wants to talk to you.
Hello. Hi, this is the 911 center. I just want to verify the address you gave of.
Yes.
Okay, she's telling us that somebody broke into your house at 2:30 in the morning and that she was shot.
Yes.
That did happen?
Yes.
I need to know.
It sounds like the son is elderly too. Let's see if she's 85. He might be in his like late 60s for all we know.
I mean, that's not necessarily elderly. He could be.
Well, he doesn't sound like a 20-year-old.
He doesn't sound like he's with it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, he did just wake up, so it's either that or he's living at home with his mom because he is on drugs too.
Yeah, I mean, but if your mother just got shot, would you sound like that?
Well, really, we don't know who this intruder was. Possibly the son is into some nasty business, and the guy was there for the son.
You might have something there.
I might be onto something there.
You might be onto something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I handcuffed to a chair.
Okay, where is the person that shot you?
Laying on my kitchen floor.
Taking a little nap.
Okay, where's the gun that was used? Where is the gun that was used to shoot you?
On my floor. Oh, my gun is in the living room by me.
Okay, and the person that shot you, is that person still alive?
No.
Okay, and okay, do you know who that person was that broke in your house?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is the time frame between when she got shot and when she made this call? I think I missed that part.
Well, she said it was like at 2 or 3 in the morning when she got shot, and this sounds like morning. We'll see when the body cam comes back on. We'll see the timestamp.
So why is there such a time period between her calling the police and this crime?
She was handcuffed to a chair, and she said she couldn't get to a phone.
Okay, maybe I was not paying attention.
And the son just
carry on.
Which I would think, honestly, let's be real here.
If there's gunshots, you think
not only that, but if you wake up, if there's it depends on how big the house is too. Like he could have been like in the basement on the other side of the house or whatever. But
you don't think you'd hear a gunshot in your own house, whether if you were in the basement or upstairs in the attic?
I mean, I used to nanny for this family who had, I think I've been on video call with you in this.
I recall.
Before. And if you were in the basement, you were not going to hear anything on the 4th floor.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's that kind of house.
I see what you're saying.
But also, if I'm dead asleep, and like think of my house. You've been in my house. If I'm dead asleep in my bedroom,
and your basement, you can't hear anything in
and that's where my guest room is. That's where I have Mr. Zed locked right now. But my point is, if you wake up, if you wake up in the morning and you go out to the living room and your mom's handcuffed to a chair and shot, are you handing her the phone to call the police, or are you calling the police?
I would be calling the police.
Exactly. There's something. And Yo Mama makes a good point too. If some people sleep with like a TV or something on, to where it wouldn't like a noise like that.
Some people like me used to fall asleep to body cam videos.
I used to fall asleep to forensic files.
Me too. And have like shootings in the background.
Exactly.
So maybe that's just okay. All right.
Okay, is the person that you shot, is he male or female?
Is he male?
You ask his pronouns.
Just so you know, listen to me. I've got police and ambulance on the way, okay? So we've got help on the way for you. Are you bleeding?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Stomach, buddy.
Right.
Okay. So you don't see any blood anywhere?
There's blood all over.
You heard that right. The caller is an 85-year-old woman who dialed 911 herself
house.
hours after being handcuffed and shot multiple times. Investigators would later discover she wasn't able to call until her disabled son woke up and brought her a phone around 10 in the morning.
Okay. All right. So I take back all the stuff I said about the son being on drugs.
I do
He's
too.
disabled.
I take it
My
back.
bad. My apologies to the son.
All right.
8 hours after the incident.
8 hours.
We rejoined
8
deputies back at the
hours.
home trying to piece this puzzle together.
We got a guy here in a mask, and she broke in, put her in the handcuffs and shot her. She shot him. I got a gun here, a gun there, and a gun by him we haven't touched.
Nothing. You
I
just
won't
keep on
do-
breathing,
I
all
don't
right?
like
One
all
up here and one right here.
What do you mean?
I want to see the
We're
mess.
on YouTube right now, okay?
I
You wanna
know.
see it, you need to go to Twitter.
I want to see the mess. Is that bad?
Yes.
I want to see the mess.
Oh man.
It looks like you got one here. Okay. All right, I got this one.
I don't have anything else.
I don't think I have any of these.
Any dogs?
You can look. Yeah.
I want you to walk over there, though. Where did you see that? He was downstairs, didn't know anything. Okay. What, you want me to grab him for you?
This might be an entrance and exit.
Yeah, we got to get some shoes so we can step out.
Look at the hutch. The hutch is all shot.
Right over here.
Okay, we've got ambulance coming for you. Okay, what's your name? Do we have room for the ambulance to get in with all our patrol cars? Do we have room for the ambulance, Berkham? What month is it?
There's 3 guns laying here, so I don't know.
It's March. Do you know what day it is?
13.
Okay, who's the president? Okay.
Sheriff's office.
Okay, we got an ambulance coming, okay? You just keep on, stay with us, all right?
Got an ambulance coming in?
They're coming in right now?
Yeah.
Is there room for them to drive up here?
We got him to there.
Okay.
All right, where's our patient?
Right here, right here.
Right here. This one's
Agree.
deceased over here.
Sorry, say that again.
I said agree, Colonel Angus. Agree.
Well, I like to hear what she's saying though. Colonel Angus, pipe down over there in the chat.
I'm just agreeing with him. That's all I'm saying.
We need peace. That's definitely not Biden. Who's the president? No idea. No idea who's running the show right now. No clue. Jill
She
maybe?
handcuffed to this chair. She said he did it. Okay. He shot her. She shot him. You got a gun here? Yeah. No, you're good.
How we looking over here? Where's our gunshot? We got one right here. Entrance and exit. Okay. I'm guessing, anyways. It might be 2. Okay. What's your name? How you feel?
When deputies found the victim, they say she was handcuffed to the kitchen chair seen here.
Wow.
Let's continue.
How many gunshot wounds do you think? At least 5, 10 or more?
Garage over here, the door's open. The garage. Okay, Cam, I verified no bolts or anything on that guy, or no? We need to do anything further for him. I don't think. It looks like the way his bag was, it might have kept him from breathing afterwards.
The suspected home invader, later identified as 39-year-old.
They're out like in the middle of nowhere too. They don't even have like neighbors close by. Did you freeze? Oh no, you're there.
No, I was pressing buttons.
Okay, thank you, because I'm trying to pull up other tabs. So thank you for pressing the buttons. I appreciate
the
it.
wrong buttons. Like I was
Derek
trying to press
Condon
buttons, but buttons didn't press right. So
is found just steps away in the kitchen area, quote, obviously deceased. This after the elderly woman who, get this, just so happens to have worked with the Olympic shooting team and owns a gun shop, fought back, investigators said.
Did you put in the case and settle the gun? What's that? You put in the case and settle the gun?
I pulled all of them out.
Take job it.
When I first got here.
There you go. You're good.
Not only is she an Olympic level shooter, She had her gun next to her, like you should always have.
Badass grandma.
Badass grandma. Badass grandma.
Okay, we got a couple steps coming down. Stage one.
Okay. We're going to Ermac. Yep.
Sorry, confirm ambulance 3 through flying to the crack.
I can take a side of the snow if you want.
Yeah, it was sitting right next to her when I showed up, and so I put it to the side and dumped all the casings.
So for the next time, don't do that.
Don't clear the gun?
No.
The brave woman is rushed to the hospital while detectives continue to search the home, trying to paint a picture of what happened.
There's not forced entry, correct?
Yes, there is. On that door over.
Yep, There's no way. There's no way what? She didn't. She was handcuffed to the chair when they got here. Right, Zachary?
Yes, I unhandcuffed her.
Yeah. And look at the shots. We shot this guy. Exactly. That's what we're saying. If she, and then EMT said she has about 10 holes in her. They don't know if she's going to make it. It's scary. Yeah, she got shot.
They don't know if she's going to make it.
So,
She sounded like she was going to make it, right?
Yeah, but if you think about it, this was 8 hours after. She's 85.
She could have been internally bleeding the whole time.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I hope so, but gosh.
Yeah.
so somebody else was here. Yeah. Somebody else. Yes. There's no.
We need to get a good interview on
Yes. Yeah. Initially, he said he's downstairs, heard nothing, seen nothing. He had his fan going in his room. Something is.
That's what he said from the get-go. I came in, he just standing there going, like, who did what? He goes, I was downstairs.
Kentucky, and that's just not. Where's Travis?
Gardner. And I think that's what the guys with her. I think they put the guy in the ambulance.
No camera? There's forced entry in the back door. Do you see any?
The son, he had to. Where's he at? We get him out of the ambulance.
So he's like partially dead. So that gun there was leaning with her. The revolver was laying with her. This gun was right there where it was laying, and he's got one with the silencer by his head. Nobody's touched.
Was the gun like that?
Yes.
Just like that?
Just like that. Nobody's touched anything up here. The only thing we touched was unhandcuffed her from the chair.
And she was right in where that chair is.
No, the chair was laying right here. She was laying with her head here.
So wouldn't you?
This is like the top of her head right here. Her body's laying. And the chair was upside down, and she's handcuffed to it.
Now, confirm, who called 911?
She had a phone laying right next to her when I got to her.
Where's that phone?
It's on the ground right there.
Okay.
I'm just speeding it up a little bit because they're lagging.
That was the female who was talking to dispatch, said she just shot the intruder.
How did she get? Yeah.
This is weird. But and you can have that. Was she legitimately handcuffed?
She was.
You had to do
I had both hands were around that chair.
The handcuffs were around the chair, and she was handcuffed. I watched him undo that.
I had to put my key in each one and unhandcuff her.
Someone shot from right here. Yeah, someone shot from
He swears he didn't. So we just need to get Travis needs to interview him really good.
Okay, so it sounds like the handcuffs were around a rung of that chair, and she was handcuffed on both wrists.
Okay.
Which is also kind of crazy to handcuff a grandma.
Yeah.
Right there next to her.
And when we look at him too, like if he has shots on his side, the shots were from
How many of those are spent on that?
I wonder how she shot him. If she was handcuffed like this, did she shoot him with her hands behind her back? Or maybe she was handcuffed in front? I don't know, but she's astounding. She's great. I love this. I want her to be my grandma.
Did she shoot him first and then?
Well, he was dead in the kitchen, so I don't see how she could have shot him first. Well, chat, let me know what you think. How do you think this happened? Do you think that she was maybe handcuffed in the maybe the rungs meant like the arm of the chair, so like maybe she was handcuffed like over here and shot him.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Should be there should be 3. There's 1 left in the gun still.
And then there's the bigger. Okay. So I think I shot with that gun.
I'll just.
Which I'm guessing he's gonna have a gunshot against the side right now. When he stood up and shot him.
I'm thinking we need some time behind your house. We want to recheck it.
You want me to go check the perimeter, look for vehicles?
Investigators discover the intruder entered through a rear window of the home using burglary tools. And as luck would have it, the suspect left a trail of footprints in the snow, showing investigators his exact track. Let's join detectives as they follow those tracks.
Yeah. You got some footprints coming out.
These are mine. Oh, yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah, they're walking out. No footprints walking in. I'm at 341, 319. Okay, looks clear from here. I can't see the back seat very well. Well, it wasn't a bad call going on too, in case there was someone here with a scanner saying, "Oh, I've been busted."
There's no footprint walking to it. All the footprints here walking away.
Hey, if we, yeah, I could, unless you pointed out, I wouldn't have seen it. Now, if we get a driver's license photo of the RO and it comes back and it looks like that guy, even better.
You want to ask if there's a mail RO? That's like CRV. Nobody's in it. There was footprints. What color we were chasing?
You were chasing this? All right.
Deputies find no one inside the car and only one set of prints leading from the car to the home.
I would like to point out those cops were just trouncing all over the evidence. But
Yeah.
the guy's dead on the floor in the kitchen, so I mean they know who did it, but what are we doing trouncing all over the crime scene?
I know. You'd think you'd walk, away from.
Yeah. Keep your trouncing to a minimum. I would like to say hello. I see a lot of new faces in the chat, and I believe some of you, let me know, are from We've Got a Chase's channel. We've Got a Chase! I love that channel. They go live every time there's a police chase, like with a helicopter following it.
It's fun.
It is
I love
fun.
that.
It is fun. I'll put their link in the chat here in just a second. But yeah, that's a fun channel, and they have a great chat over there, by the way. Awesome people. So while we have it paused, we have a gifted membership from Teresa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Number 2 appreciates it. And you know who else really appreciates it?
For sure.
These guys, as you guys know, over here, when people support the channel in any way, these doggos get a milk bone. My co-host, Zena, wake up. It's milk bone time from Teresa. Thank you so much. Ooh. There's Teddy. And this floofy one right here. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the show. You're awesome.
Hello.
Yeah, I know it is. But I mean, so it's been here for a little while. Yeah. So I have. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, even the ones we followed from the house were already getting filled in.
Well, this is what's. Cause he either did he back in?
No, you're right here.
Oh, he came there, pulled in.
There, back there.
Yeah, that's right.
Does anyone have a ruler or something on them?
Not on me.
I've got a little blue ruler in the truck.
I want to see if it measures the same as the ones up there at the house, which I didn't bring a ruler.
I don't have a ruler.
So what exactly happened at this quiet Idaho home? The
That's what I
elderly
wanna know.
victim later told investigators that she had been awoken by a man around 2 a.m. and hit with a gun before the suspect took her out of the living room and handcuffed her to that kitchen chair. She said...
Okay, so whoever was in the chat, I think News No Enemy and somebody else had said that only one cuff. When the way they were describing it, I thought both hands were cuffed and it was around the rung of the chair, but only one hand was cuffed, which is how she was able to take out her attacker, possibly her killer. Not sure yet how that ended up, but either way, badass grandma.
her pistol
Billy
whipped
Buzz Smith sent a super chat, but it never showed on screen.
Oh. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll find it. Billy Buzz
threatened her, asking her where her valuables were kept before going downstairs and rummaging through her gun safes. Seeing an opportunity, the victim dragged the chair into her bedroom and grabbed the .357 handgun she kept under her pillow. The victim went on to say that she hid the gun and waited for her attacker back in the living room before firing at him, hitting him twice. The 85-year-old said that's when he fired at her multiple times. Official reports show the suspect was hit in the heart, while the elderly woman was shot at least 7 times, each one missing crucial organs. The woman survived the attack, while Derek succumbed to his injuries. Had Derek survived, he would have reportedly faced multiple charges, including attempted murder, kidnapping, aggravated battery, grand theft, and burglary. Investigators questioned Derek's family members, who were unable to come up with a motive for the attack, but did mention he had been off his medications.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. Let's put this one over here. I put the We Gotta Chase channel in the chat. Go subscribe to them, guys. They're an awesome channel. I love that community over there too. And thank you everybody from that community who's here now. I appreciate you guys as well. All right. This is the main event. This is the video. Did you watch the video I sent you earlier? Or is this going to be a surprise? I only sent you one.
Oh no, I did watch that one. I did. But first, give the dogs a treat because Billy Buzz Smith did give a super chat.
Okay, and Pia did too. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
We're seriously like, guys. Like,
break them in half, man. Break them in half.
Make me run out of milk bones.
Break them in half.
I'm gonna have to go get the duck feet that Cerebral Tackle sent. Have you seen those? They're gross. They're so gross. They have a PO. They have a PO box.
That's
and
gross.
Cerebral Tackle, who will be on the show, not this coming up Sunday, Sunday after, sent my dogs duck feet, like actual feet of ducks.
Yuck.
Ooh, they stink too.
I was gonna say, do they stink?
They stinky.
I'm telling you, this made me.
I know.
A little irritated. I got a little irritated.
That is for Teddy. Very nice, Theodore. And Royal, I know I told you to go lay down, but you can come here now, Royal. So gentle. So gentle. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
Thank you, everybody.
You guys are the bestest. I'm going to play this next video and pull up the Rumble chat too. You guys can Rumble rant as well. People over on Rumble, I'm getting there. I forget it. You guys are like the redheaded stepchildren of my streaming. We still love you. We still love you. It's true. All right. So Ice-T goes off on cop during traffic stop. Now, I was thinking about it and I thought I was confused with his character on TV. But if you recall, when we were children, you and I, We were children together, and we would listen to Body Count. And what was one of the first songs that came out? Yeah, it was called Cop Killa. Cop Killa. So it kind of all makes sense now. He is not.
But the thing is, he's an actor now and he plays a cop.
I know.
It's kind of funny.
He's such a dick to these cops.
He is. He
It's like,
is.
I have commentary on this one, but let's watch it first.
I do too.
I have so much commentary.
We might not ever get through this one.
I know, and I still have to. I build this episode as talking about the crime in New York City, so we still have to get to that too.
Okay.
Recorded, okay?
I'm headed to the DMV. This is where I'm going to get all my registration and everything.
Bullshit. We're gonna pause every 2 seconds. We're gonna pause every 2 seconds.
Bullshit.
I'm on my way to the DMV right now to get this taken care of. Excuse me, sir. You need to take your happy ass in a limo or a bus or an Uber or whatever. You don't drive the car that is not registered. Also, by the way, no driver's license either. To the DMV.
Okay. But I will say sometimes they have to check the VIN number on a car, which is why in certain situations they do have to bring the actual car to the DMV to check VIN numbers and stuff like that. So
do you think that this man does not have an assistant or some shit?
No,
for him
I agree.
that could drive the car for him?
100%. I'm just saying that sometimes the actual vehicle does need, believe me, I'm with you on this one. But sometimes the actual vehicle does need to be taken to the DMV.
I've never had to take my car to the DMV to get registered.
I never have either.
Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. Let me know in the chat if you've ever had to actually physically take your unregistered car to the DMV. It can't be on the road. You can't register it. Like, you have to register it first. And let's watch. I'm going to try not to pause it every 2 seconds, but it's going to be extremely difficult with this one. So hard.
You know your registration expired since 2021.
That's why I'm
21.
His license has been expired for as long as my passport's been expired. But you know what I'm not trying to do? Leave the country with an expired passport. Like, he's driving with an expired license.
going.
So you have your license expired as well?
That's why I'm going to the DMV. My paperwork.
Lies.
Yo, don't touch me. Don't
Give me
me like that.
Did you see the way he ran up on this cop too? I'm going to rewind it. Because later on he says, oh, no, I was just walking towards him. Look at how he steps to this man.
Paperwork. You're
Yo, don't touch me. Don't
Give me
Not
like
only did he step towards him, he was cussing while he did it. Give me my effing paperwork, and he stepped up on him.
I know.
Fuck this guy. Oh, sorry. I try not to swear on my channel. Sometimes I can't help myself.
If you were Steven, you'd be doing
push-ups. Yes, I'm not though. So
paperwork. Get this on camera.
Legendary rapper and actor Ice-T, best known for his role as Detective Odafin Tutuola on Law & Order, was pulled over in New Jersey for what looked like a missing front plate on his Porsche. Things took a turn when officers found his registration and license were expired, leading to a heated exchange with the star. Here's how it all went down.
Kilo comes back, negative stolen, 2015, Porsche 911, two-door color gray. Registration expired.
Step out one. How's it going, sir?
What's up, officer?
Officer Silla, Hudson County Sheriff's Office. Let you know you're being recorded, okay?
I'm headed to the DMV. This is where I'm going to get all my registration and everything straight on this car.
At first, everything appeared to be normal as a simple traffic stop, but things would soon escalate between the actor and the officer.
You know your registration expired since 2021.
That's where I'm going. I'm headed right there.
When did you decide to go and change?
Yesterday. I went yesterday, but they...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your registration been expired since 2021.
The car's been parked.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
If you bring the car from out of state and have to register it in a new state, The police will need to verify it's not a stolen vehicle by running the VIN.
Yeah, but all you need to have is the VIN number. Also, he lives in New Jersey. Like, he's not coming from a different state.
And he lived in LA and this was in New Jersey. So it's plausible. It's plausible. But I'm not on his side. I'm not saying that.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
still not on his side. He's a dick.
Here's the thing.
Excuse my mouth.
It is
But
not
don't
registered.
excuse my mouth.
It's not registered in LA either. It's not registered in. It's not like he's registered in California. Like when I moved from Illinois to Georgia, my registration from Illinois was good until I got it re-registered.
I moved from state to state to state, and I've never had to do that. So I'm still with you.
Stop trying to make excuses for this guy.
I'm just saying I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying that sometimes you do have to take your car to the.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, of course I'm sure. That's why I'm trying to get this car set up to roll. Yesterday I went to the DMV and they said that their system was down, so that's where I'm headed. I got 7 cars. I'm trying to get them all straight.
Talk about a humble brag. I've got
7 cars. I'm just trying to get them all straight.
Please, officer, cut me a break. I have 7 cars. I don't know how I could possibly. How could I possibly get them all straight? Come on, man.
Why doesn't he have one of his assistants or somebody doing this?
Why is he not driving one of his other 7 cars that is registered? How about
that?
Why
doesn't he have his license not expired for 4 years at this point?
Yeah. Big hello to Kfar. Well, I have you here, Kfar. That's not the right chat. It moved on me. Booze and body cam, obviously not happening this week because somebody had to buy a new house and move. Whatever. All of my co-hosts are buying new houses and moving. If you notice, the background in number 2's house is different because she also got a new house and moved. Next week, Monday, Booze and Body Cams Monday. So please join Kfar and I here on Monday for Booze and Body Cams. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
You say you went to DMV yesterday? They said the system is down?
Yesterday, yep.
What time was your appointment yesterday?
I didn't have an appointment. They just take me.
You didn't have an appointment to go to DMV?
I don't need one.
Why is that?
I don't need one.
Because they know you.
This dude. I don't need an appointment. They know me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, you are just like everyone else. You are a human being. I don't know why these actors think they're some hot shit. Just because your job has you pretend to be somebody else doesn't mean you're any more special than anybody else. You still have to register your car. You still have to get your driver's license renewed. You are not special, sir.
Guess where I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. Guess where?
Because they know.
Kroger. Whenever I want.
I don't need an appointment because they
I don't
know
need an appointment.
Is your passport? Do you have a driver's license with you?
Yeah. I'm getting that. That has. That's expired.
So you have your license expired as well?
That's why I'm going to the DMV.
Lies.
Sir, even if it's 1 feet, you cannot drive with an expired license and expired registration.
I mean, why don't you follow me right to this garage right here? The DMV is right there. You don't gotta be that serious about this. I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Well, is it serious? So, give me 1 second.
I could park the car right here and then walk to the DMV.
Sorry, I was having a sneezing attack. Teresa Long, Madi? Is it Madi or Monty? There's no N. Madi. Teresa
Modi.
Long, thank you so much. Modi? For
Modi.
the super sticker baby lemon looking up to our lemon character standing in superhero position. Do the superhero position. Superhero position.
But are you a baby lemon?
I could be. You don't know. You don't know me.
All right.
Not like iced tea. They know me. Thank you so much. Sorry. I'm getting a little carried. This is not even alcohol, by the way. This is a Celsius peach vibe.
Those are the worst. That's disgusting nastiness.
Peach is not my favorite one. I like the apple one better, but that's good.
Celsius is gross.
Are you kidding me? This is delicious. And look at the amount of energy it's giving me.
It's terrible. Gross.
Do you see how regal Theodore is sitting right now, waiting patiently for his milk bone? By the way, I found some little ones at the bottom.
You found what?
The mini.
Oh.
The mini milk bones. Also, I keep refilling this without emptying it all the way, and this is all crumbs at the bottom. Look at the amount of crumbs at the bottom of this.
Just put them in a bowl. They'll love it.
Oh, gross. Yeah. Theodore? Xena Warrior Princess. And Mr. Royal. Where'd he go? Royal. Floofy dog. So gentle. Apparently the peach one is Nabel's favorite flavor of Celsius.
I have a V8.
Peach vibe.
Orange pineapple.
Because
I was falling asleep on the sofa before this, so
that's why you need a Celsius.
I also have some cinnamon stick hot tea.
Oh, I actually started to make some throat coat tea before we went live, which sounds disgusting, but it's not. Phoenix Melissa for a $2 super chat.
Oh, Phoenix Melissa, you're the best.
Absolutely the best. I'll do this again. I'm going to have to get a bunch of treats and bring them down to Ava when we're done, since she's like missing out on all of this good stuff.
Poor Ava.
I told you she's locked in the basement with Mr. Zed. Royal.
I love Earl Grey, yo mama. I love Earl Grey. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
My favorite is Darjeeling.
It's okay.
It's the best.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Black tea. Any black tea.
Any black tea.
I like
tea. My tea black. Not like
me too.
My husband is very white.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get back to this meanie Bobolini. I'm trying not to swear.
Let's not ever say that again, okay?
No, I'm going to say it every time. This meanie Bobolini.
Colonel Angus, give Ava the bone dust.
I'll give her the milk bone dust. No, but just the fact this whole they know me, I don't need an appointment, and the way he ran up on the cop cussing, it just really pisses me off. Like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
As in a lot of these body cam videos that we see, if the person was just a nice person and courteous, he probably would have gotten off with a warning and a don't do it again.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, this dude wants to act like this.
Yep.
But we see this over and over again. Kfar and I see it when we do our booze and body cam streams all the time, where if they just said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again, probably get off with a warning. Instead, they get tossed to the ground, they get handcuffed, they get tased, they get burritoed. Have you seen the burrito thing they're doing recently? Yeah.
Yep.
They get burritoed, they get tased, they get pepper sprayed, and they get thrown in jail.
Yep.
Which I kind of wish was going to happen here. It doesn't. Spoiler alert.
5'6",
5'6", I'm good. I'm with our row.
Those are all the things.
You said you have other vehicles registered?
I have 7 vehicles.
Okay.
Receipt. Do you want me to start this up?
It's 5'6". Stand by. You could have drive the other vehicle who was registered and get this one registered.
Can I handle this? You gonna take me to jail?
I'm not gonna take you to jail.
Okay, can I park the car here and walk to the DMV?
I'm gonna tow your vehicle. It's
No, you're not. You're not finna tow my vehicle. Let me park my car right here.
You're not gonna move your car, sir. You give me your keys right now, and I'm gonna tow your vehicle. You try to be more respectful with me, I'm gonna respect you the same way.
Well, then let me. You see, I'm going to.
No, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do. So give me your keys right now. If you're gonna go that route.
I asked you, can I park my car?
I said not. Give me your keys, sir.
If I'm not under arrest, then I'm getting out of my car.
This cop does not give a one single shit who he is.
So glad.
Not a single shit. But wait till the sergeant gets here. The sergeant, I want to slap across the face.
He pisses me off.
Yeah, this particular cop does not give a rat's ass who he is or what he does.
Give me my paperwork here.
No, don't touch me. Don't
give me
like that.
Give me my paperwork. Get this on camera.
You
This
effing
I'm a foot away from
you,
DMV.
keep your distance.
You are a fucking asshole.
I'm not an asshole. You've been an asshole to me.
I'm an asshole. I'm trying to get to the DMV. I showed you all the paperwork. Let me start recording your dumb ass.
So 5'6", start the hook and start another unit.
Alright, 5'6". You're in the parking lot for Dunkin' Donuts, right?
It's 5'6".
Alright, receipt. Communications to SO83.
The actor began recording as the officer called for backup. Ice-T appeared visibly angry, frustrated that the officer didn't give him another option to register his vehicle.
Imagine needing backup for a ticket. The only reason why this officer needs backup for this ticket is because of the way that Mr. T is acting right now. And I wish I looked on Twitter. I couldn't find it. He's recording. Ice-T is recording right now. You can see him right down here. I wish he would have posted that video somewhere. If he did, he deleted it. He must have realized how bad it made him look. But I am so glad whoever requested this body cam video because seriously, it's good.
It is good.
He looks at the cop's body cam. It's like, I hope you're recording this. I hope you're recording this. Yeah, I bet he hopes it wasn't recorded at this very moment because the entire world is making fun of him.
He looks like such a. He's the one that's entitled. He's the one. He's the one.
It makes him look like a jerk.
Yeah. Yep.
I see the SO83. He's going to be 9001 Bergen Line where the Dunkin' Donuts is. SO83 to reach you. That's 5'6", Jacob notified him.
So what happened, Sarge?
What's up, Sarge?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm trying to get to DMV to register my cars.
Okay.
I got all the paperwork and everything.
Don't talk to him like you know him. What's up, Sarge?
What's up? Yeah. Yeah, like your buddies.
What's up, Sarge? It's not your TV show, sir. This is real life.
And this guy falls into that trap so easily. Like
Also,
they're buddies.
I love these two white ladies here recording Ice-T getting arrested. He didn't get arrested, but if this was me and I was in the click check parking lot, the CVS parking lot, and I see Ice-T getting pulled over by the cops and acting like this, like he is right now, that live stream would be up so fast.
Did you see how quickly they ran over and started recording? I mean, it was within moments.
sure.
And she's got her dog hanging over her arm.
For real, I would have Xena underneath one arm. No, I wouldn't. Xena weighs 80 pounds. But I would be live streaming the heck out of this right now. For sure.
Yep.
I would turn into an auditor. I would turn into a First Amendment auditor immediately if this was happening in my vicinity.
Everything there. I asked officer, could I just go over here or even park my car so that I could walk over there, get all my paperwork together. He says he wants to tow my car.
All right, give me a second. Let me find out what's going on here, and then we'll figure something out, okay?
Okay.
Right.
It's doing a little too much, Sarge.
Okay, so what I was going to do is just issue him a
He's
ticket.
doing a little too much, Sarge. You were driving on a suspended license or no license. I'm not sure. Expired license. You're driving an unregistered car with no license plate on it. He's not doing a little too much. And also,
and his driver's license is expired.
No license, expired license, no tags. And it's not even like the tag. He had no tag. They said there was no tags at all on the car. If this was any other person that this cop didn't recognize, that's why I said the cops know who this is. Here's the thing. If it was anybody else, if it was a man of similar skin tone, of similar attitude, of just the exact same person, not famous, he would have been eating concrete by now. He would have been on the ground for running up on the cop like that.
Yeah.
I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
Well, we're paused. Thank you so much, Erica.
Yay, Erica.
Erica. She's warming up to Teddy. When Teddy
look
first
at him. He's so cute. Look at him. He's like, I need another treat.
Teddy's been here since like in between Christmas and New Year. And the first stream Teddy was on, Erica's like, Xena is not allowed to have a boyfriend. This is unacceptable. They just snuggle together. That's all. They just snuggle buddies. They're both old. They're old
He's
ones.
so
Thank you
adorable.
so much, Erica, for the super chat. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Number 2 appreciates it. Teddy
I do
appreciates
too.
it. Xena especially appreciates it. And Royal doesn't
Not
fit
the
on
same
bed.
parents. There must be a paternity test done.
Thank you, Royal. They're both labradoodles. It's just he got more doodle. Or not
Teddy
golden.
is not. He is not.
He got more golden, and the other one got more doodle. That's all.
He is golden, for sure.
All right. Let's see this sergeant make a fool of himself. Like, seriously, dude, stop fanboying out on Ice-T, please. Do your job.
Ticket, let me park here. Okay. He jumped out of the vehicle. He didn't even ask me. He came so close to me. And he said, he called me an asshole. He called me an asshole. And he said, give me all your paperwork right now. All right. And everything's been recorded. And your vehicle's been towed. And you're receiving tickets. For right now, for tactical purposes.
The officer received permission to issue the actor 4 tickets, including one for driving with a suspended license.
It wasn't suspended though. That guy, I think the guy was wrong.
Yeah, I think it was just expired. I think it was just expired, but
yeah, I think
I
he
mean,
was wrong.
I think I could probably do an open records request and get Ice-T's record.
Yeah, I don't think it was suspended though. I think that guy was wrong.
What's up, Sarge?
Oh shit, I forgot to, Alright, you can issue him a ticket and that's gonna be it, right? He's gonna leave the car here?
Up to you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll go with that, okay?
You want to leave the car here? Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna park the car here.
No problem.
Go across the street and get the paperwork for the car.
Okay, but he's getting 4 tickets though.
Alright, okay.
Driving a registered motor vehicle, driving with an expired license.
Okay.
Improper display, he got no front plates and no inspection sticker.
Okay. How many did you make out already?
What's that? 4.
You made 4? You already sent them in?
Not yet.
Yes? Can you bring it down to 2?
This sergeant is fanboying out. Did you guys hear
What
that?
What a piece of shit.
Did you write him out already? Did you send him in already? Can we cut it down? No, we cannot.
No,
Because
no,
of the way
no.
Ice-T acted. He ran up on the cop. He started calling him a effing this and effing that. And no, absolutely not. We need to tow his ass. We need to tow his car and make him get it out of impound. That's what we
Yeah.
need to do right now.
Mhm.
He gets no breaks. He gets cut no breaks. I don't care who you are.
I know. That is so wrong that he didn't stick up for his officer.
Corrupt cops piss me off. Corrupt cops piss me off because the police are who you should be able to trust. You should be able to, should is a key word here. You should be able to trust them in life and death situations. And if this police officer thinks it's okay to cut this guy a break after he acted like that, I have no trust in this man at all. He needs to be demoted.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, alright, no, it's up to you, bro. I can't tell you. Okay, alright.
Listen to him suck this. I'm sorry. Listen to him. Listen to what he says to Ice-T right here. He's like, it's not me, it's him. I was trying to be a good guy. Can I get an autograph? He doesn't say this, but in my head, he's getting an autograph for his kid right now. Like that's what he wants a freaking a selfie with.
Yeah. Do you want me to take you over to the DMV? I can drive you over there. Do you want me to drive you over there? Do you want me to bring you some McDonald's while you're over there? Like what? It's ridiculous.
I can't tell him as a sergeant what to do. Okay? I can guide him and I can make a recommendation. He's going to give you 4 tickets. Okay? I asked him not to give you the 4 tickets, but he could bring it down to 2. He said, no, he's giving you the 4 tickets.
Freaking get up off of your knees, officer. Stop it. Stop it right now. I tried to get him. All I could do is recommend. It's up to him. It's not me. It's him.
I hope the other officer saw this.
Oh, I'm sure he has now.
I hope so. That's
Drives me
BS.
nuts.
What are the 4 tickets? He says you have no front plate, no inspection sticker, no registration, and your driver's license is expired? Okay.
Yeah, can I pay for your ticket?
I did, yeah, I did.
Okay, all right.
So I know if you want to come with me or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So they know that you're not going to get the tow and that you're going to...
Yeah, I'm 11 right now. Okay.
He's following up with the officer writing the ticket. Did you cancel the tow truck? Did you let him know?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you cancel
I
it?
know.
What are we doing here?
Again, I'm sorry, I don't know if he told you, but everything's being recorded on these body cameras, so... Okay.
So, as for my sergeant, we're not going to tow your vehicle, but you're receiving summonses. Here's your keys. Here's your paperwork, driver's license, everything you gave me. You're receiving a ticket for no front plates.
Where's all the other paperwork?
It's in there.
Still being a dick.
Everything you gave me. It's in the vehicle. You have no inspection, driving expired registration, and driving with expired license.
Okay, let me just pause it right here. BG Watchdog says the first cop writing off those tickets because he got butthurt. Incorrect. Incorrect, BZ Watchdog. The first cop is writing all of those tickets because he was not treated with respect.
Mm-hmm.
Not because he got
That
butthurt.
is what happened.
Because he was treated not like a human being. He was treated as he was grouping, this man right here on the screen was grouping all cops together.
Go
as
ahead and
one
unsub
entity.
then. That's fine. Go
And
ahead and unsub.
They're all of these cops are one thing, and they're all assholes, and Ice-T did not treat him like a human first. Don't tell people to unsub. No, stay subscribed.
Well, no, that's
Actually,
what they said.
become a
That's-
member. You should become a member. So, and if you super chat it, I'll definitely read it out loud. So say whatever you'd like. Give me $1.
You're, like I said, you're gonna leave the car here and just go to DMV.
I'm walking DMV and handle it.
So, but you do know your registration is expired and your license too. Correct?
That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that I didn't know if you just knew your registration was expired. You got both.
I got everything.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right. All right. No, I'm good. All right. You just the way he treated me. Okay. I was gonna park the vehicle. No tickets issued, but just next time show some respect. That's all I gotta say.
I don't have to.
All right. Okay. I don't have either. All right. So you have a great day, sir.
First of all, this is a bootlicking channel. I'm calling out a bad cop right now. I'm literally in the middle of calling out a bad cop. Oh, yes. First of all, if you think that all cops are bastards, or you think back the blue no matter who, you're an idiot and can't think for yourself. You don't have to pick a team. You can take each person as an individual person and judge them accordingly. So, number 2 is right. Unsub if you want. That's fine. But if you really want me to read your chat, you should give me $1.
Yeah. Bye.
In the end, the actor was able to resolve the situation, fixing the issues and paying the fines in full. But it raises the question, was the officer fair in handling this, or could they have been more lenient considering the circumstances?
What circumstances, whatever channel this is, I don't even know. But could they have been more lenient considering the circumstances? The circumstances are that this man was breaking the law by driving without a license and driving an unregistered vehicle. I think because of this man's attitude, and I'm not even going to call him by name. He is just a man, just like these police officers are also just a man. This man was acting like a jerk and could have been treated with more respect if he would have given that. You get what you give. You get what you give. And this guy was not giving respect, so he gets no respect. His car should have been towed.
Correct. Yep. Car should have been towed. All of it. Yes.
All of it.
His car was not towed, and he was still given some leniency.
Only because of that stupid sergeant.
Ridiculous.
Right. You want to talk about New York?
I'm a little mad right now.
A little flustered. a little flabbergasted. My flabbers are gasted. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's been going on in New York City. Have you watched the news? First of all, people getting gunned down in the streets. The CEO of United Healthcare got gunned down in the street. So recently, and I covered this on my previous show, but 2 people in the last 2 weeks have been set on fire in the New York subway system. 2.
I knew one of them. I knew. I didn't know there was a second.
And now we have somebody who's been pushed onto the train tracks. Freaking, what's that show called where the guy pushed the girl onto the train tracks? Somebody help me out here. It was on the tip of my tongue. That Netflix show with Kevin Spacey. He pushed somebody on the train tracks, Kevin Spacey style, from that show that I can't think of the name of. So let's watch this one first, and then I actually had Quest Fanning doing some recon for me because he does ride the subway in New York City, so we'll get to that too.
Okay.
And while this one is playing, I'm going to use the restroom.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. The time 5:41 on the East Coast and 2:41 on the West Coast. My name is Josh Breslow, and I'm here to bring you all of your top stories and live events from across the country and across the world. I do want to get to some breaking news that we are following here on Live Now. Take a look at this video coming in from our Fox 5 New York station. Here is what we know about that suspect right there on your screen. Police say the suspect has been arrested after a man was pushed onto the subway tracks near Chelsea. All of this happening Tuesday afternoon. That is according to NYPD. Now, the suspect, identified as 23-year-old Kamel Hawkins, has been charged with second-degree attempted murder and second-degree assault. The victim, a 45-year-old man, we're told was shoved onto the subway tracks there at the 18th Street station, that is over in Chelsea, at around 1:30 p.m. local time. He was struck by a southbound number 1 train and rushed over to Bellevue Hospital by first responders. We are told that he is in critical but stable condition. Authorities say at this time it does appear the attack was random. They are working to gather more information. Police have not held a news conference or anything of that nature just yet. Once they do, we'll make sure to bring that to you right here on Live Now from Fox. We also have a post that is coming in now from New York City Mayor Eric Adams. He says an innocent bystander was the victim of an appalling act of violence at the 18th Street subway stop today. Due to the quick efforts of the NYPD, a suspect has already been taken into custody. My heart goes out to the victim and their family, and I pray for their recovery. Again, so much information left to figure out at this point, but I do want to take you once again to this video that is just coming in from our Fox 5 New York station. As you can see, the suspect taken into custody right afterward. Again, this is being labeled an apparent random attack. So a scary situation happening really just a little more than a week after a woman was set on fire inside a subway train in New York City. As she was sleeping at the time. She was killed as a result, and her identity just being released yesterday. You can find more about that story at livenowfox.com. We are going to head to a quick break now.
All right, thank you very much for your report. Just randomly pushed onto the train tracks.
What would have to go through somebody's head to just randomly push somebody onto? What on earth would have to be wrong with somebody?
I believe that it's cold outside in New York City and somebody wanted someplace warm to stay. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, right?
I've seen a body cam video before of this woman who was causing like all sorts of problems, and then they finally figured out that it was cold. She actually said, it's cold. I have nowhere to go.
Well, and that's
and
what...
if you arrest me, I know I will have somewhere to go. I will have food. I will have somewhere to sleep. I will have nowhere. Yeah. So I can see. Yeah.
That's what Jordan Neely was saying before he got stopped by Daniel Penny. That's exactly what he was saying on that train. He says, I don't care. Send me to jail, kill me. I don't care what happens to me, because he was so down. Like, obviously he needed mental health. Jordan Neely, I'm talking about probably this guy too. He needed mental health treatment, which as a society, we have stopped offering to people freely, which is sad, you know. All right, next story. A woman dies after being set on fire aboard the F train in New York City again. By the way, I'm headed to Washington, D.C. here in a couple of weeks, and our mode of transportation while we're there is going to be the metro, the public transportation. And it, like, after seeing these stories, obviously these are not out of Washington, D.C., but it's a similar, circumstance.
Are you packing your fire suit?
Yeah. It worries me. I've never been worried to ride public transportation. I grew up, number 2 and I grew up in Chicago. Neither of us had car. Like, I didn't get my driver's license till I was 23 years old because A, there's nowhere to put a car in Chicago. There's nowhere to park a car, so there's no need to have a car. And B, the public transportation got you anywhere you needed to go, probably faster than driving. So I would. I was.
I mean, I had a car eventually, but we took
me too,
public
eventually.
transportation more than anything.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're going into the city or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we lived in the city, but like I meant going downtown. Both of
We
our
would just
parents,
rather take the train or the bus.
both of our dads worked for the city, and in Chicago, in order to have a job with the city, you had to live in the city. So both of us lived in the city. It's just, Yo Mama asked if Mr. Zed's going with me. Yes, Mr. Zed, and also Life to the Max's brother and Steven are going to be there. So we will have 3 men with us. I trust Mr. Zed with my life, obviously. So, and you met Life to the Max's brother, the Chaldean. He's not a small dude. So
no,
he's big guy. He's a big guy. He looks like what is that Disney cartoon with the South Pacific? What is that?
Moana.
Yeah, he
The
looks
guy
like the
from
dude from Moana. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's we did cover this before, but we're going to cover it again because we're going to talk about it afterwards.
Ago that there is now a person of interest in custody. News 4's Ida Siegel is outside of police headquarters in Lower Manhattan with those disturbing details tonight. Ida.
Yeah, that's right, Rana. Police had a news conference just within the last 30 minutes. And in it, the police commissioner called this crime heinous and said she was glad that they do have a person of interest that is in custody at this hour. Take a look at the person. This is a picture of the man police had been searching for since just after 7:30 this morning. And this, police confirmed for us, is the man that they now have in custody. He's accused of using a lighter to set a woman on fire at the very last stop on the F train, Stillwell Avenue in Coney Island. Police say their suspect was riding the train along with the victim, who appeared to be sleeping. And then, for reasons that are unknown, he set her on fire. The entire interaction was captured on surveillance video inside the subway car. Police did respond to the scene and eventually put the fire out, but it was too late. The woman died at the scene there. And in an especially disturbing twist, police say the suspect sat on a platform bench afterward and watched the victim burn. Take a listen to the police commissioner.
As the train pulled into the station, the suspect calmly walked up to the victim, who was in a seated position at the end of a subway car. The suspect used what we believe to be a lighter to ignite the victim's clothing, which became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds. Officers who were on patrol on an upper level of that station smelled and saw smoke and went to investigate. What they saw was a person standing inside the train car, fully engulfed in flames.
Police say they were able to capture that suspect because high school kids recognized him on an F train in Brooklyn and then called 911. Police were able to then stop that train at the Herald Square station.
Those kids are heroes, by the way, because most people in New York City, or not most, I don't know, I haven't taken a poll, but a lot of people in big cities like this are just going to not say anything.
Just walk, keep on walking.
They don't care about the see something, say something mantra. They just don't give a crap.
Nope, they don't want to be
These
bothered.
kids did something.
And apprehend the suspect. Again, we don't know much about the victim or the suspect. Police have not released their identities. Police have not said if either one of them might be homeless. We're hoping to hear more details as the investigation continues. For now, that's the very latest reporting live from Lower Manhattan. Ida Siegel, News 4.
Thanks, Ida.
Just a disturbing crime.
Appreciate that. And then, like 3 days after that happened, this happened.
Homeless man is in critical condition after he suffered burns at Penn Station. MTA police say someone alerted them that a man was on fire. The 67-year-old victim suffered burns to both legs and upper body. At this point, it's not clear whether this was a criminal act, someone did this, or he set himself on fire.
By the way, he did not set himself on fire. So the reason I show you that is to bring you this. I reached out to this creator, and this is what's happening in New York City now. So this is a 15-minute video, and I did ask if we could play this on the live stream and let them know that we're going to be doing commentary over it as well. This right here is a little nuts. They're bringing the army into New York City. We should not, we live in a society, people. We live in a society where we should not have to have the military patrol the subway. We should all take care of each other. It makes me very sad that this is the world that we live in now. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
There are now more National Guard soldiers down in the subway system than after 9/11. The governor saying that the initial deployment was so successful, she's adding more troops to accomplish this safety mission.
So you heard it right there. We now have the most troops that we've had stationed in the subway since 9/11. And while our leaders say this is not in response to any specific incident, there have been a number of recent incidents which have captured the attention of riders and reopened a conversation about how safe the subway actually is. And by flooding the subway with troops, critics say our leaders are subtly admitting that without them we'd be in danger of something.
Scores of additional soldiers are taking up positions.
Anybody in the chat live in New York City? Or let me know if you live in New York City, or if you live in another city that you take the public transportation regularly. I'm curious.
The New York City Transit
Ever live in a big city again. Never.
No, absolutely
You will never pay me enough.
Where I live, when I moved here, a little quick aside story. We're going to go off on a tangent because that's what we do.
I like tangents.
I'm
going to go on a tangent after your tangent.
When Mr. Zed and I bought this house, we were out in the country. Now, I live outside of Atlanta, pretty far outside of Atlanta. You've been here. It's like, how long? I don't want to say exactly, but it took a long time for me to come pick you up at the airport and drop you off. It was more than an hour. It was less than 2, more than an hour.
Yeah.
I live pretty far from the city, but the city is creeping closer and closer. I used to be in a neighborhood where I would turn out and there would be forests. There was farms. There's still one. There's a sheep farm is still there. That's behind my neighborhood, but it would be horses I would pass on my way to the highway. It was beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
In between my house and the expressway or highway, they call it here, not expressway, but from my house to the highway, there's no more horses. I don't see any sheep anymore on my way. There's no little goats.
Sad. Isn't that sad?
Yes. It's creeping closer and closer. And it's all of these new, it's great for my property value, don't get me wrong, but it's these giant houses that they're building that nobody can afford. I mean, obviously some people can, not me. I can't afford them. But they're building these houses that are butted up right next to each other, like where we grew up in the city, to where at my house you could touch both houses. The house that I moved from to here, I could put my hand on this house and touch the other house next door. That's just how far apart the houses were.
Yeah.
That's what they're building now here. Luckily, I have an older, I live in an established neighborhood, I think is the way you're supposed to say it in real estate. I live in an established neighborhood where we have more than an acre. So there's plenty of room here in my neighborhood, but the city is just getting closer and closer. And I feel like I'm too close to the city now. I want to move further away. Let's watch some of this video while we wait for number 2 to get back. And then she'll go off on her tangent too.
system. It brings to 1,000 the number of National Guard members stationed at subway entrances. A show of force intended to deter crime and to reassure riders.
I saw like officers like on duty, which I was like, okay, like I'm safe here.
There's too many crazy people out here, and the more that they have down here, the better.
The mental illness, the homeless, they need help.
250 additional National Guard soldiers are being deployed to stations across the city. The Guardsmen are being added to the 750 on patrol since last March.
I've heard from many people that the presence of the National Guard has made not just a physical difference, but a psychological difference in how they feel about safety.
Since the pandemic, crime is down overall by 12%, but murders are up 200%, felony assaults are up 55%, and burglaries up 140%.
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. The New York City subway just got worse. By the way, let me just do.
So as our leaders tell us, the subway is safe. They
I'm
continue.
going to put the link to this channel or this video in the chat. If you can go subscribe over there. This is a great channel. Cash Jordan is the name of the channel. And I just want to give him the proper recognition because this is a great video that I saw and I really wanted to share it with you guys.
Continue rolling out the military just to make sure nothing comes along to prove otherwise. But that's exactly what's happening, and nobody in charge wants to admit that the New York City subway is a lot more dangerous than most people think it is. But in spite of that, we're being told that there's nothing to worry about because crime is down now after it was up earlier this year, and it likely would have stayed up had
What they do to measure these crime statistics, they're measuring it against like during the pandemic where nobody was out. Also, violent crime is up. Yes, crime statistics, the crime is down. Correct. The crime is down. What's not down is violent crime.
the military not been deployed back in March to scare away some dangerous criminals, while assisting the NYPD with randomized bag checks looking for weapons and contraband, with seizures of such items skyrocketing.
It's like you have to go through TSA to get on the subway these days. Did you want to go off on your tangent? I tangented for a while there. I did, you know.
Okay, so this has a lot to do with why I lost my internet. So where I was living was a really small town when we first moved there. Super small. Would take 5 minutes to go from one end of the town to the other. And they have, I mean, jam-packed it full of people. Takes 20 minutes to get from, you know, to go 2 miles now.
Yep.
And now I moved
far,
30 miles
By the
away.
way, very jealous. She number 2 has recently moved, and we got on a video call the other day, and she showed me the area that she lives in. Not a house in sight.
It's
so
beautiful. It's beautiful. I look out, just like she was talking about the horses. I look out my window. There's a pasture with horses. There's fields. No people.
No people.
No people.
It's way too people-y.
It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It is heaven. No sirens, no nothing.
I'm also jealous of Vicky P, who has never been on a subway.
Oh, you're not
Very
missing
jealous.
anything. Not missing anything.
Well,
But
I was
anyway.
thinking the last time I was in New York City was we actually went for New Year's going into 2018. So 2017 to 2018, we went. It was, you know, I wanted to go to New York City for New Year's. You see it on TV every year. It's a big thing.
That doesn't seem fun.
People, I'm telling you, you don't need to do that. It's not what it's cracked up to be. It's beautiful glitz and glamour on TV when you're sitting at home on your sofa with a nice warm hot cocoa and a fuzzy blanket. When you are there, it was the temperature, not even the wind chill, the year that we were there was -17.
Oh.
-17. And
That
then there
sounds
was
horrible.
wind. It was the worst.
So
Never
it's -8 million.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
You wanna
bad. No need to go
die.
to New York City. I don't think honestly, the only reason I would go to New York City again is to fly in to drive to upstate New York to visit my friends that live in upstate New York.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Quest Fanning, if you're here, by the way, he lives in, um, excuse me, Brooklyn, I think. And yeah, he lives in Brooklyn. If I come to New York, Quest Fanning, you are going to have to come up to the small town where I know other people that you've been to before to see me because I'm not coming to Brooklyn. I promise you that.
I haven't seen Quest in the chat.
Well,
But that doesn't mean
he's
he's not
usually
there.
watches after the fact.
Yeah.
The last time Phil was on a subway was in 1997 in Montreal. That's nice.
Earlier in 2024. Something that can only happen in an environment where criminals are not scared one bit of law enforcement or the consequences of getting arrested. And elevated levels of criminal behavior are something our country has witnessed recently, with several high-profile incidents taking place beneath New York streets, which critics say is proof our decriminalization efforts are not making this city a better, safer place, but instead are making sure that if anyone gets arrested with a weapon or for assault, they're released back into the general public and not sent to jail. And those crime stats our leaders say are down. Well, critics have serious problems with.
Churchill, when I went to New York 2017, 2018 at New Year's, we went to the 9/11 museum and the memorial. And I'm telling you what, if anybody goes and does that, make sure you have tissue in your pocket because I sobbed like a little baby.
I would too. I really would.
The names alone, each one of those people had a family. Like it, I can't get into. I'm going to start crying again. But
No,
it really
I
struck
understand.
me. It struck me right here. It was like. Also, I just like to point out this dog right here. I love him. Do you see? You see him giving his handler a hug?
He loves his handler.
I know.
I love that.
With those statements because they allege there's evidence our real problems are being deliberately hidden and swept under the rug. And that brings us to the real reason why there are now more troops deployed to the subway and why this deployment has lasted almost 1 calendar year so far. If the troops were to be removed, it might signal to the criminal underworld that the time is right to come back out of the shadows. However, the frightening reality of all this security is that it only focuses on the entrances to the subway, of which there are so many. Policing and militarizing them all is virtually impossible. Plus, our troops and police do not ride the trains themselves. We're told the trains have cameras that will keep us safe, which is why all this extra security is focused on the subway's entrances. And as you're about to see, this reveals that once inside the subway, nothing can be done to guarantee anyone's safety. So here we are at the Times Square 42nd Street subway terminal during the morning rush hour, and you'll see troops posted at this entrance right over here, but that's not the case at every terminal in the system. Some of the others I went through earlier today didn't have any security presence, but all this sporadic security has people on both sides of the aisle scratching their heads because we were told earlier this year that crime was so high we needed the National Guard to bring it down, which it did. And all year we've been hearing about how safe the subway is, so why then would we need more National Guard troops? And how safe can the subway truly be if not every entrance has people stationed at it, and if troops and police are not riding the trains and spending time on the platforms as much as some riders would prefer?
Okay, I just want to read this from Quest because I asked him this morning, if you see National Guard troops in the subway, can you snap some photos for my show or video if something is happening? He did not snap photos, but he did say that he's seen. I can't read some of the stuff that he wrote. Some of the stuff that he wrote, I cannot read, but he said that they, just like this gentleman said, that he didn't see them at his local subway stop, but he did see them. We lost number 2 again. Uh-oh. When he got into Manhattan, he saw them. So it's kind of the same thing that this gentleman is saying, where they're at some stops and not others. Well, we have it paused. You know what time it is? It is that time. My mouse is glitching. It's not working correctly. Thank you so much, Saffron, for the super duper chat. We'll have to wake them up for this. We keep losing number 2. This is not good. But we don't need her to give the dogs milk bones, right? Feeling mushy. Who, please to be lubbing on your puppers. I will do that right now. Yeah, the 9/11 stuff gets me feeling mushy too, for sure. There you go, Teddy. Teddy, we'll do some lovin's. We'll do some lovin's on Xena. Xena. And King Royal. Royal, come over here, please. I give you some lovin's. There you go. The floofy ones. It's very floofy. Thank you so much for the supporting the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Everybody appreciates it. Xena appreciates it. Teddy appreciates it. Royal especially appreciates it.
I appreciate it.
Number 2 appreciates it. Yeah, so anyway, that was just my point. As Quest said that they're not at every station, and also like he was saying, they're not actually in the trains. They have cameras on the trains. A lot of good that does when people are getting set on fire and getting pushed onto the tracks. It's not helping. It's not helping the emulation, right? Isn't that the right word? Am I saying it right?
I think so.
That outburst happened just as we were speaking with Keisha Irby about the governor's plan to enhance safety in the subway system. She announced Wednesday 250 additional National Guard soldiers are being deployed to stations across the city.
So here you have a reporter interviewing people outside of a police bag check, and what happens is another rider gets aggressive. Now, if people are having heated screaming matches at the entrance to the trains, what do you think is going on once people are inside the trains themselves? And what could happen to a person waiting on a subway platform if an individual who's aggressive is allowed inside? This is the frightening reality many riders are faced with on a daily basis, and this has been going on all year. It's not exactly new. Now look, I ride the subway. I took the subway to get here. I take the train all the time, and personally, I do feel better knowing that there are National Guard troops throughout the system. It's definitely making a difference. Nobody's going to try anything when they're around. I just don't personally think that it's making as much of a difference as we're led to believe it is, because right now down here, I mean, where's the security presence? And what's to stop a person who accessed the subway in a manner that went around a National Guard checkpoint from coming to this platform and doing something? Absolutely nothing. Ditto inside a subway car, which is moving and will not stop until it reaches
the other thing is if something is happening inside of the car, nothing can be done. If people are not going to stand up for their fellow man, nothing is going to stop that person. There's no police in there. There's the train conductor's not going to come, out of his little box and help. You're just in there. You're trapped in there,
Yeah.
next station. But while security in the subway is being upped, we're continually told that crime stats here are actually down and things are trending in the right direction. And we're told that the reason you or I or somebody else might feel unsafe on the train is all psychological.
I've heard from many people that the presence of the National Guard has made not just a physical difference, but a psychological difference.
I saw officers on duty, in which I was like, okay, I'm safe here.
So a lot of what people are afraid of having happen to them down here, a physical altercation of some sort, that stuff hasn't gone away. And some say it's actually being covered up. By the way, our statistics on crime are reported here. Bloomberg has an article about this showing that serious assaults are up. And then in this little paragraph right here, it talks about how assault statistics are not reliable or comparable.
It says one big caveat here is that the assault statistics aren't nearly as reliable or comparable across time and jurisdictions as homicides are. Only 40.6% of assaults were reported to police in 2022, according to the most recent National Crime Victimization Survey that varies greatly something, something, something. So basically what they're saying is these are people who are reporting crimes. If somebody's not arrested, it doesn't get recorded correctly. These are just people reporting the crimes. So we don't know, because some people are like, well, I got assaulted last week and they didn't do anything. They didn't catch the guy. So why am I even going to say anything? I'm fine. I don't need a hospital. I'm not that badly injured, you know.
Right.
Across jurisdictions. For example, in 2022, only 40% of assaults were reported to police. Also, different law enforcement agencies have different definitions of assault. And according to Bloomberg, the NYPD doesn't record anything that constitutes aggravated assault. Instead, Bloomberg says our assaults in New York are divided into two categories, one for misdemeanor assaults and one for felony assaults, and then assaults that would constitute the FBI's definition of aggravated assault. Those are somehow filtered out of both categories of assaults we do record and then are reported to the FBI. And apparently this poor method of record keeping, along with the underreporting of assaults in general, likely explains why crime can be down officially but actually be up in real life. And think of the effect decriminalization efforts have on who it is that's going to report crime. If you're a victim of a misdemeanor assault, why report that to the police if they're not going to try and locate the person, and if that person will just be given a desk appearance ticket and won't spend any time in jail? Critics say some people don't think reporting crime is worth it anymore.
The mental illness, the homeless, they need help.
The guardsmen are being added to the 750 on patrol since last March.
In the Oculus, I would see them.
Also, it's kind of interesting that they have 4 or 5 of these National Guard people standing around doing nothing in one station, yet they have other stations with nobody.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
They need
Like,
to
I don't
spread them out
understand
more.
that. Yeah, they do.
And station, I see them.
They're also supposed to keep watch in the outer boroughs.
It's a deterrent to those who would break our laws and threaten other riders.
So there's a new element to all of this added security measures, and that is the case involving Jordan Neely. After that case, which garnered national attention, was completed, there all of a sudden was this massive effort on behalf of the city to start assisting the homeless who are in the subways, and also to increase the presence of law enforcement down here, which is odd. It took a massive court case playing out for people to realize that our laws don't exactly keep us safe, because they not only may have decriminalized behavior that puts everyone at risk, our laws also do not allow our leaders to intervene in a person's life when they're unable to care for themselves, which essentially creates a scenario where a person who's a danger to themselves or others cannot be sent to jail and also cannot get the help they need to become rehabilitated. And now Mayor Adams is leading a renewed outreach effort to the homeless to try and assist those who think that the subway is the only place where they have to stay, to go to a better place that's actually designed for them and isn't some loud public transit network. But even though efforts to assist the homeless and crack down on criminal activity are definitely appreciated by everyone, there are others who say that the timing of these new security initiatives is suspicious for another reason. And they say that reason is because not only is 2025 a local election year, but it's also the year New York City turns on its controversial tax on cars, which is going to make every single person who drives their personal vehicle into the city instead of taking the subway pay a fee not to put themselves in danger.
Isn't that crazy? That's the part I wanted to get to. Can you imagine?
That's
insane. Insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to, and it would be insane either way. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that I just showed you the news articles in the last 2 weeks, 2 people have been set on fire and 1 person has been pushed in front of the on the tracks.
Yeah. Yep.
And in order to not put yourself in that position, you got to pay up. You got to pay the piper. You got to give money to the government. What are they doing with that money? Not policing the subway. I'll tell you that much.
Only some
They're
of
definitely
them.
not.
Only some of them.
It's
not all.
insane.
And then some of them, we'll have a whole bunch of them. And then some of them, none. We'll have nobody over here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And within the last year, I don't remember exactly when, but there was one that happened literally right near Quest Fanning's house where that guy was stabbing people on the subway. There was like a mass, I don't know if it was mass casualty, but several people got stabbed on the subway that he takes to work every day from
crazy.
Brooklyn he lives like by Prospect Park, and he takes the subway into Manhattan every day. Kfar says, to be fair, New York voted for this. I'm not sure I believe elections anymore. I'm not like an election denier, but
I'm with you.
I am a little
I'm
bit.
with you, Katie.
I think that
I'm with you.
I think that the people who voted for this are ill-informed, or the people that voted for this are not people that have the need to ride the subway every day. Do you see what I mean? Like, they don't have to go to Manhattan every day.
I have just seeing the inside of that
train,
that
flashbacks. I was thinking the same thing. The Chicago subway looked exactly like the same color scheme.
Man,
the whole thing.
Man, we spent lots of hours on that train.
So I can remember just riding the train till the end, and then it turns around and comes back just
to
hang
ride
out.
it. Just
Exactly.
Oh man,
We
I
were
bet
bad
you they were glad when we were off that thing.
Yeah. Cerebral tackles in the house. I wanted to let you all know while I'm thinking about it, not this coming up Sunday, the following Sunday, Cerebral Tackle and I are doing an entire show about fishing. And I know that sounds boring, but there are some really good fishing crime stories.
Nice.
We are compiling them as we speak. The one that comes to mind, the one that popped into my head, which prompted me to invite Cerebral Tackle onto the show. Do you remember that viral video that happened this year where the kids were fishing in Tennessee, and it was like a private neighborhood pond, and the HOA association president came up, yelled at the kids, and then took the kid's fishing rod and cracked it over his knee. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I did a little deep dive into that guy. We're gonna get to it, not this coming up Sunday, the Sunday
Do I
after.
remember that? Maybe I do.
You'll
remember
know it when you see it. You'll have to tune
Yeah.
in.
So not only is the subway experiencing security and safety related issues at a time when people will be told they better use it or pay a fee, the amount of money that people have to pay to use the subway, that is also going up, which to a lot of people doesn't seem fair. After all, in order to charge more for something, you should improve the product and make it better. But we're being told we have to pay more to use the subway at a time when it may in fact be more dangerous.
So Steve and Natasha, right now it costs $2.90 to ride the subway, but that soon could be increased to $3 starting in probably August. This comes just weeks before congestion pricing is set to go into effect on January 5th. Now, congestion pricing will...
So look at that. You now get to pay more money if you want to come down here and use the train. And if you don't, you have to pay even more because cars now have to pay a fee just to drive around in certain parts of town, like anywhere below 60th Street in Manhattan, which is why there's now this big push to get everybody on the trains so that the subway can start earning more money and so that all the taxes from vehicles can be used to supposedly fund improvements to a place that already costs $20 billion a year and shows no signs of improving because of that massive...
That's the part that gets me. They're not improving the subway.
No,
We just saw that car that looks like it was designed in 1962.
I was going to say, this is probably the same as it's been the past 40 years.
For sure.
Minimum.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Like, we had the train cars that you could tell looked like they were from like the 50s, and then we had an update in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s, and it hasn't been updated since.
No.
Has not been updated since.
No.
Some of the buses have been updated to like those energy efficient ones, but other than that, the actual subway, or the L in Chicago, we call it the L in Chicago, it has not been updated. I promise you, it has not been updated.
No.
And where's all this money going? I have an idea of where it's going. It's lining people's pockets.
Yeah.
It's corrupt politicians lining their pockets. In my opinion, allegedly. Don't come for me if I'm wrong.
No, it is. It is. For sure.
amount of funding, but now all these added police officers, all of this new attention to security, it's coming at us pretty quick because these new plans to tax vehicles are already starting and may have already started by the time you watch this video. And it's almost as if our leaders have waited until the last possible moment to realize, hey, wait a second, things might not be super safe in the subway. If we're going to force people to use it, we better secure it. And the last thing they want is to tell people that they're going to be taxed if they don't take the train, only for people to come down here, try to use the train, and then realize how dangerous it really is.
There's too many crazy people out here, and the more that they have down here, the better.
The first time I saw it, it sort of jolted me back a little bit.
So, as you can probably tell, riders do not have a high opinion of the subway at all. Most people know that there's stuff going on down here that they'd rather not be going on at all, and it doesn't make people feel safe. And the question now is, have our leaders realized that if the entire populace starts to feel this way and starts to feel as if they're being punished for not using the subway, could their disdain for it turn into disdain for the people who might be running the city and the state? It could. There's a governor's election in 2026 and a mayoral election in 2025. But the idea of subway safety may be beyond anyone's control at this point because things are so out of hand currently. And it very well may be that no amount of extra police or militarization can cure a problem that is bigger than the subway itself. Because the reality is our legal system does not operate in a way that has public safety in mind. It has the safety of the criminals in mind. So our elected officials are up against bad laws, a bad system, a security nightmare, if you will. But there's actually another issue that's going to keep popping up over the next few weeks as they try to force more people to use it.
A power outage brought some trains to a screeching halt during the afternoon commute yesterday. The issue so bad that some trains had to be evacuated, sending passengers walking.
By the way, I have enough milk bones for 2 more super chats, and then after that we're going to have to pull out the duck feet because I am out of milk bones, if you can believe it. I'm going to have to go to the store tomorrow, I think. Definitely before Sunday. I have 6, and I broke them in half too. So just letting you guys know.
Through the subway tunnels. Today, Governor Hochul calling for investigation into.
So this next one's a big one because the moment fares go up, people down here are going to be paying more for everything that we have around us right now. There's not going to be any immediate improvement. There will be the promise of immediate improvement, but the improvement itself isn't here and may never come. Remember, this system in its current form already costs $20 billion a year, and the fares go up every single year. And we're constantly told how the increases are needed to maintain the smooth operation of the subway and to continue improving it. And if the subway's current state is the result of a whole bunch of broken promises, and now we're going to layer more broken promises on top of the ones we already have, that's going to be bad for everybody who's in charge. And it's going to be a constant reminder to people riding the train that the promises they were given were not kept. And if you couple that with the fact that the city isn't really able to stamp out its crime problem down here, and the fact that this place is not going to be magically newer the day these car taxes start, there will be greater and greater amounts of people who, when they're down here, start to feel as if they were lied to.
This is what we know so far from the MTA.
Saffron asks, like, actual duck feet. Yes, actual duck feet. Actual duck feet. Like, they are... Cerebral Tackle actually sent them to the P.O. box. If you want to send the dogs treats, or if you want to send me gifts, that's allowed too. But especially the dogs, if you want to send them gifts, the P.O. box is in my channel description. Just let me know if you send something because I don't check it that often. But yes, actual duck's feet. They're like, they look like they've been dried, I guess, kind of like jerky, but like there's bones in there. You can hear them crunch. It's kind of gross.
A 90
Look on number 2's face when I described it was hilarious. You guys should do a super chat so I can get them duck feet for sure if you want to see it.
Plus-year-old electrical substation had a fire, an explosion of some kind before the door was blew off the hinges. Head of MTA Jenna Lieber said it was one of the quote.
So here you have a 90-year-old piece of power equipment that exploded, shutting off power to multiple trains, stranding people in the evening when they're trying to get home from work, when it's rainy. And
by the way, that lady from the first story, safer than this 90-year-old piece of equipment that exploded. I'd rather have her around than that. Just saying.
Man, I'd be so mad.
Cold out. People are going to be experiencing stuff like this on a regular basis as the fees to ride it down here go up and as the crime problem remains. And we might be getting to a point where our leaders realize that the subway is a massive liability. But even more than that, these constant problems that it's experiencing show that it can never truly be fixed because it's not a self-sufficient system. Because even if the subway was perfectly safe and there was no crime down here, it would still break down constantly because all of the money that's supposed to be for the purposes of fixing it gets wasted. Even though this place gets $20 billion a year, it just doesn't make sense. And after you raise the driving...
Stuff is happening. I'm going to go get the duck feet while the last 2 minutes of this video
is the edification of number 2.
Yep.
Duck me.
I will be right
back. You guys.
I love you guys.
The torture.
Taxes, and you tax all these cars and funnel all that money into the subway and they fix everything now. How do we know things aren't going to end up just as they are today in a couple of decades? Our leaders can treat the people who live here like an ATM, but eventually it's going to be out of money. The only question now is, are the overdraft fees going to come due next election cycle, or will it take longer than that? It might happen sooner than expected. The city just rolled out some new subway cars and none of them work. Luckily, these new trains are still under warranty. They're going to get them replaced, but can you imagine if they weren't? This would just end up being another massive disaster and waste of money. And some people say it already is, because according to the New York Post, the city paid double what Chicago paid for similarly equipped brand new train cars prior to 2020. But what do you think? Should the city be spending money on infrastructure improvements to a system that is dangerous and will continue being dangerous in the near future? Is it ever going to be possible for them to get a handle on the crime problems here so that people can enjoy the wonderful public transportation network of the future all New Yorkers have been promised? Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.
So what do you guys think of that? I really like to know.
It's crazy.
Of that subway situation we got going on. So I have people that want a duck feet. I'm going to show you the duck feet.
That's not just the infrastructure situation is probably pretty similar in very many big cities. The National Guard situation is crazy.
Are they doing that in other cities? The cities
I haven't heard it.
With this issue is probably, and I'm just spitballing here, LA doesn't have a public transportation system to speak of. They do, but it's not, people don't use it. I'm thinking Chicago. I'm thinking Boston. I'm thinking New York City. Atlanta is kind of like LA, where there is a public transportation system, but it's not used like it is in Chicago or New York or, Boston. Can you think of any other cities that have a really good... The United States in general doesn't have a very good public transportation system. DC, probably. I'll experience that in weeks, right?
Yeah.
All right. Duck feet time. So,
I'm
Phil...
just glad there's no smell-o-vision.
Yeah, they don't smell good. For the duck feet to the edification of number 2. And duck me. So this is the duck feet. Let's make this big.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Go up a little higher. A little higher.
I'm going to pull one out. I'm just showing you the bag for right now.
Boy, I can smell them here.
It
for
is
real.
Duck feet. Duck feet. I'm going to show you these feet. Oh. The smell, it like hit me. So this is, it's actually got bones and stuff in there. Yeah. So let's get these ready.
They're gonna love it. They are gonna love it.
Oh yeah.
Dogs love the stinkier it is.
It's so stinky. So thank you so much for the super chats. Here's one for.
Thank you.
Let's get Teddy on there.
His teeth are so pretty, pearly white.
Like, are you seeing this?
Lisa, thank you so much.
Do you see the knuckles?
I
No,
do.
that's not for you, Teddy. This one's for Royal. I need to wash my hands now.
Lisa just super chatted too. What the duck is happening right now?
I can't give them another duck foot right now because it takes them a minute, but I'll give them a milk bone for you, Lisa. Holy cow. Holy cow. Teddy ate so fast. He's actually done.
He's like, where's my other one? Where did it go? He's like, I didn't see any. What? I didn't get one.
No, Teddy, chill. This is for Zena.
He said he didn't get one.
He's a big fat liar. Royal's still working on his duck foot.
Yes, Vicky, those are actual duck feet.
Yeah, they're disgusting. Actual duck feet.
Yep.
I'll show you another one. Let's put it this way. So that's a good one. Can you see it? No, it's not for you, Teddy. They really love these things.
Teddy's really, really, really likes it.
Do you see like the skin and the bones in there? Do you see it?
I see it. Oh, I see it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You better put that bag up somewhere because he will find it when you're sleeping.
He will scale walls.
I see this. I see this.
Scale walls. Okay, they're done with those duck feet now. So you're fading and you're ready to be done. Is that correct?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's up to you.
Like a little before 10:30.
So you have 30 minutes?
I have like 20 minutes.
All right. Awesome. I'm pulling up another video then. I'm very excited. I thought like for sure you were going to be done. But I mean, when people are given duck feet money, you got to stick around, right?
Yeah.
Next one we'll do another duck foot because they're done with. I just couldn't give them back to back. You know what I mean? Because they were still chomping on those bones.
Ugh. Gross.
Let me get to my. All right. This is a fun one. It's 16 minutes, so it should be just about 20 minutes after we're done talking through it, right?
Maybe if we don't have any interjections.
Well, I wanted to play this one just because I used to work at Walmart. If for those of you who
no, listen here. I've watched these before. A 16-minute video could take 40 minutes with you and I watching it.
All right, well, that's all right. This is what we're gonna do.
Okay, so if I need to leave for a few minutes, I will be back. Okay.
All right. Before you leave, though, you got to hold down the fort because I have to pee. Public announcement. I have to pee.
Okay.
Credence and Mikey, as soon as I get back from the restroom, we're going to give them a duck foot. But okay, so this woman works at Walmart. Worked at Walmart.
Sorry.
And man, she's got an attitude. Let's watch. I will be right back. Credence and Mikey, I'll get you in just a minute.
So you fake IDs?
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay. Well,
I like to party. Oh, my cousin Greg that's tatted on me, G. I did not hit her. I got up, and that's when he did all this, everything.
It's the biggest shopping day of the year in Joliet, Illinois, where one Walmart employee's sticky fingers may not have been from Thanksgiving leftovers.
Hey, Deja. Come on in real quick, please.
All right, Deja. So, they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah. They got you on camera. Would you be able to empty out your pockets?
and my money.
Okay, can you take that out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Our suspect can be seen here pulling out some questionable cash from her vest pocket. Let's see what happens next.
Let's see it real quick.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I mean, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead and place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down. You got nothing on you?
Which pocket did she put it in?
Put your hands behind your head, or like
This one?
behind your head.
Police identify the cashier as 20-year-old Daja Holly. Walmart employees claim she stole money from registers multiple times. Investigators confront Daja with evidence, and you'll see how that goes.
I didn't take anything. I have my own money.
Okay, well, I mean, it's on camera.
Can I see for myself?
So what do you think of her attitude so far?
Well, I saw some of the beginning clips. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be way longer than 16 minutes, ma'am.
I told you. Well, Mikey says keep going and is throwing money at you. So just
okay, all right. I just have to.
I get
have
it.
to say goodnight to my daughter, and then I'll be back.
All right. Well, do you want to do that while I pass out the feet?
In a few minutes.
Okay.
In a few minutes.
So Credence and Mikey, we are doing the duck feet again.
You might need to be letting some dogs out so they don't go in your house if you give them any more duck feet, is all I'm saying.
I put it too close to the camera and now Zena is blurry. So we'll have to do that thing where there, it adjusted itself. Actually, the other two, I think, left. Oh, no. They smell. I opened the bag and they smelled it and they came running back.
The duck feet. Yeah.
Look at that. Yep. Get in your spot. Get in your spot. Get in your spot. Come on. Come on. Teddy, come on.
Teddy, you're a star, Teddy. You're a star.
Teddy, come on. Come on. There you go.
Good boy.
There's Theodore.
He's so cute.
Duck foot for Theodore. And thank you so much, Credence and Mikey.
Thank you, Credence and Mikey.
Stealing bag. That's a good sit. Yeah. So gross. Oh my gosh. A toe fell off of Teddy's. Look at this. Hold on. There's a toe on the floor. Do you see it?
That is so gross.
There's
really
a duck
is.
On the
That's so
floor.
gross.
That's disgusting. I'm going to have to wash my hands. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And always thank you so much, Cerebral Tackle, for sending me those disgusting duck feet. The dogs very much appreciate it.
Oh,
all right, let's get back to this person.
Please?
I'm going to show you the pictures just to show you.
that's
There's
fine.
a camera like literally right
I
above
know that. Of course.
Do you
here's
know
the
that?
times that I guess you were
I gotta
taking
wash
it,
my hands.
the other days, right? The other days?
Really
Okay.
gross.
I can't see nothing. I see me taking money out.
Daja's asked to write a statement about what happened with the money.
What I'm going to need you to do is write a statement about why you have this money and explain to us what has happened on these previous days.
How can I know what happened if it looked like I'm taking money out of the drawer?
I'm just letting you know, it's all in video, okay? So I need you to write a statement about what has happened with this money that we have missing from your registers that you've been on. Okay?
Like, what do I'm confused. What do
So you were right?
I hear him.
Okay.
I hear him.
Okay?
Like, y'all gonna make me mad. I'm being calm right now because I'm trying to see what's going on.
With our confused culprit growing increasingly agitated, it isn't long until the situation escalates.
escalates it. It does.
I'm confused. Can I put my stuff back up here
No,
now?
just leave him up there.
Why do you have an attitude when you're the one stealing?
Okay,
ma'am,
write the statement.
Say that again.
Why do you have an attitude when you're the one stealing?
I know, that's the thing, is I don't understand how these people think they're not gonna get caught. Do you have any idea how good the cameras are inside of Walmart these days?
Yeah, very good.
They
Very
can
good.
see everything. And
They can
even when
see
I worked there
eyelashes.
Say that again?
They can see eyelashes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, like, when I worked there 20 years ago, and keep in mind, I worked at Walmart, all throughout college. I was an assistant store manager. I was kind of a big deal at Walmart, I'm just saying. But they at the cash registers especially,
You're still a
they
big
had
deal.
a camera not only at every cash register, but also, like, facing this way too. They had 2 cameras at every single register back then. So it's crazy that this person thought, and that was 20 years ago. Nowadays, they can
Yeah.
see. I mean, they have freaking heat see. They can see if you fart, you know, they can
Well,
see
they
everything.
have like things on shelves now.
Mhm.
They have way different technology than just above, the ceiling cameras. They have all sorts of different technology going on.
Mhm. Okay, let me go back to this. I will redirect. I'll get that set up while this is playing to Kitchen Court Chats, which I was not subscribed to, so I subscribed as well. So stick around. I'm going to see if I could do it this time. After we're done, stick around and it will redirect you to that stream. And please let them know when you get there that I sent you. And please ask them to subscribe to me too. Thank you.
We're gonna.
This is
keep your
my stuff,
out.
though. What y'all
Okay, right now you're in
mean?
custody, okay? So I need you to get your stuff out. All right, just
Custody for what?
Like, this is my stuff I bought with my money. Why
Okay,
can't I
so
put it
then
back
write
in
that
my-
on the statement.
You're on
I said
camera.
it. Okay, you don't need to yell at me. Do what they're
I'm
told
grown
you
as
to do.
hell. Don't talk to me how I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
Okay,
to you.
right now you're still at work, so you're gonna do what work's gonna ask you to do, and he's gonna write that
I
statement.
am, but
So
let them.
Okay, first of all,
people that I'm
officer, ma'am, officer, why do we have women cops? You're at work right now, so you're going
Agree.
to do what work tells you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not on this lady's side, but please do not let an officer or your work tell you you have to do what I say because you're at work right now. First of all, she don't have a job no more. She's not at work.
No.
At this moment, she can take off that vest and walk out if they have not put her in custody yet. You don't have to write a statement. You don't have to. Just saying.
Correct. That's
not on
true.
this woman's side. I'm just saying.
Right.
For let them talk to me, please.
Okay,
Y'all
well,
don't
they
have
called
to.
us to assist, so now we're here. So now you're gonna write that statement.
Y'all putting on like, come on, man.
Moments later, Daja gets a case of writer's block.
Just write what happens. It's already documented. It's already here in 20 video.
I want to see what happened. That's why
I'm telling you what happened.
I'm not talking to y'all, please.
Listen,
I'm talking to you.
But I'm not talking to
You're
you.
not
I'm
gonna
talking
see
to
it.
him.
I'm telling you what's happened. Okay.
Okay, but like, what?
Seen on
how
video,
am I-
taking money from the registers and putting it in your
So
vest
that's
pocket.
what y'all seen,
Okay.
and that's what I didn't do.
Okay. Well, it's on video.
Okay, I want
It's
to
on
see the video.
Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's on video. Okay.
It's okay. I don't want to write no statement.
Daja is asked to turn in her work property when she comes up with a question of her own for officers.
I don't come here just to look at videos.
So what y'all finna do?
Arrest you.
Arrest me?
Yeah, so you're gonna do what they told you to do.
She's
So get back to work.
acting surprised that she's getting arrested. She just pulled the cash out of her pocket, by the way.
She sure did.
Cerebral Tackle
Right out of
says,
her pocket.
as a former loss prevention officer, I guess, or as former loss prevention, I can say that we prop up some of what we can and can't. We prop up some of what can and can't be done for fear's sake. That is true. That is true. And I agree with it. I'm just saying, for my audience, for you people right now, you people who are watching, you don't have to do anything. You don't
Wait a
have
second.
to write a statement.
Time out.
Yep.
Who on earth is number 3?
I don't know.
I don't know who number 3 is. I've never heard of a number 3.
No.
Who's number 3?
There's
by K-Bot Video.
There is Karen number 1, Karen number 2, Psycho Karen.
Correct. Yep.
Karen the Great, who named herself.
Named herself.
That's it, right? Or was there one more? I think there was just 4 Karens. Am I correct? Am I wrong?
Number 1, number 2.
We did tell Psycho Karen that she was we told Psycho Karen that she was number 3, but she was not. She was Psycho
She
Karen.
was Psycho Karen. Yeah. Psycho Karen. And no, I think that was it. There was 4 Karens.
4 Karens. This is why number 2 is number 2, because we had 4 Karens.
Yeah.
And she's the shit. She's Karen number 2 because she's the shit.
Because you're under arrest.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from.
Yeah, bye.
down
Go
here.
home. See you later.
She's not going home.
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my.
She swung at the cop.
Escalated.
She swung at the cop. Can you believe that? You just got caught red-handed, and not just this one time. They said time and time again. They have her on recording over and over again stealing, and they go to put cuffs on her, and she swings at the cop. What are you doing, lady? That's insane. So now you've got assault on a Leo as well.
That just went from like down here to like real quick.
Oh yeah.
Can we watch that again real quick? Because I missed that. Like, I don't know what I was looking at. The chat.
The look on the smiley face right here is the look I had when that swung when that swing happened. Ooh. That's the look.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from out here.
Can you work on it?
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my.
Oh!
Stop! Oh, I'm not even. Hold on, I'm not still shopping. Okay. You just broke my. Okay. Can I turn around?
I want her wig to fly off so bad. I just want it to happen so bad. Am I a horrible person? Am I a horrible person for wishing that?
No.
She did break a
Eyelashes,
nail.
wigs, just want it
The
all
poor
off.
girl. The poor girl broke a nail.
Oh, poor baby.
Get on the ground.
Sweet Jesus, she did take a swing.
Put your hands behind your back or I'm gonna tase you.
Also,
Just
what
taser.
is with
Just
like
do it.
right before she took a swing at that officer, her what came out of her mouth is, "I'm not even from here." What does that have to do with anything?
I heard that too. I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
I'm
And then I
not
saw her
from here.
knee and her foot come up. And I was like, what is going on?
That means I'm incapable of stealing Walmart's money because I'm not from here? What?
Apparently.
What are you talking about, lady?
Apparently that's what happens. I don't know. Knees.
Fine.
Oh, y'all serious?
Now you're under arrest for resisting.
What you mean? I'm just finna turn around now. Can I get my belongings?
Why do they always talk like that?
I was just going to say that. They always put an A at the end of every word. I'm not even from here. Why did you do that?
This is the best ending. I love it.
It is.
I
knew you would like this video. I'm glad you stuck around.
I just really wish she was tased, man. You know I love a good tasing.
Tase the wig right off of her.
Suspect notices her nail was broken in the scuffle when things take another turn.
trying to, like, what the? Y'all just overdid it.
Overdid it.
Ooh, you just literally broke my.
32.
Oh, y'all serious? I'm short the out of y'all. What you mean?
She's going to sue them for breaking
the
her
nail.
nail when she took a swing at them. She took. Oh, sorry. Were you going to say something?
I don't know. I don't know.
She's going to
I'll
sue
be back.
them.
I'll be
Okay.
back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad that I gotta go, but I'll be back.
Okay. So do you guys should we just chat and wait for her to come back, or should I let the video play? I think we should rewind it and watch that swing again. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know what we should do. I am gonna do that. I'm going to first of all read this that people are giggling at. Halloween costume idea: skeleton PJs, Walmart employee vest, wig, busted nails. It's not a bad idea. All right, let me rewind because I want to see her take that swing again because that was fun. And then number 2 won't miss anything.
Because you're under arrest for stealing.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from out here.
There it is again. I'm not even from out here. Can you guys please explain to me what being from there has to do with stealing money from a cash register at Walmart? What does that have to do with anything?
You work for it?
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my.
There it is.
Stop!
You're under arrest.
Oh, I'm not even out here. I'm still. Stop it. Okay. I'm telling you. Okay. You just broke my. Okay. Can I turn around?
Arm.
Stop it.
And then she's going to come back with, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. How long until she can't breathe, guys? How long until that happens?
You want to get tased? Get on the ground. Give me your hands.
Put your hands behind your back or I'm going to tase you.
You're hurting me.
Fine.
No, he's hurting me. Y'all serious
Now
right
you're arrested for resisting.
What you mean? I'm just finna turn around, y'all. Can I get my belongings? Can I get my belongings?
Our suspect notices her nail was broken in the scuffle when things take another turn.
I'm trying to, like, what the? Y'all just overdid it. Ooh, you just literally broke my.
32.
Oh, y'all serious? I'm short the out of y'all. What you mean?
Get off the ground.
I swear to God, y'all, boy.
Stop resisting.
No, like, y'all did this, bro. Y'all did this.
Just calm down.
Y'all hurting me.
A lot of noise in the background. Did you say?
Can I calm down, please?
Calm down.
Damn, bro.
Stop the resistance.
You doing it? Stop. You white ass.
West Cover. Someone else in there. Yeah, for West Cover, I'll put you on it.
32 is no rush.
She's getting medics.
They're good.
They're bringing in medics for a broken nail. I don't know if that's necessary. This is like, I'm embarrassed, but I'm going to show you guys. These are my nails. As you can tell, my nails, let me go this way. They don't get long. That's about as long as they get. if I break a nail, I don't believe I need a medic. Has anybody have nails where you think you would need a medic if you broke one of them? I'm not sure that's a thing. She needs a medic for a broken brain. Correct. Correct.
You need 10-9. You say rush or no?
This barely broke my nail, yes. Ooh. Ooh, bro.
32, son of 52 too. She's bleeding.
You did it!
You
Why? No, I did it!
Yes,
you did! No, I promise I did it!
Okay.
It burned!
Stop touching up your hands.
It burned, man. Like, I'm not doing any. Y'all already got me in the handcuffs. Where can I go?
You're getting an ambulance to get checked out. Just calm down.
What? Like, that don't even make sense. Y'all hurt me and then put me in an ambulance. What?
Okay. Teddy did not actually bite me trying to get to the duck foot. He just tried to.
Bleeding. That's why you're getting.
Y'all did this, bro. After the fact,
why did you resist arrest?
I did it.
Okay.
I did it. I asked,
So
like,
you
can I
throwing the
get my
phone at her?
thing?
So you throwing your phone at
I
her?
got, oh my granny, oh my cousin granny that's tatted on me, G.
What?
I did not hit.
On her cousin's granddaddy that's tatted on her. Is that what she said? On her cousin's granddaddy that's tatted on me, G, I believe is the quote. On my cousin's granddaddy that's tatted on me, G, I didn't do it.
You're getting an ambulance to get checked out. Just calm down.
What? Like, that don't even make sense. Y'all hurt me and then put me in an ambulance. What?
You're bleeding. That's why you're getting.
Y'all did this, bro. After the fact,
why did you resist arrest?
I did it.
I'm going to pause it till number 2 puts her earphones in so she can hear what I just heard. I believe what she says, I just rewound it to find out for sure. I believe what she says is, on my cousin's granddaddy that's tatted on me, G, I didn't do it. I believe that's what's said, but you listen.
That's going to be my new saying.
And let me know if she says, on my cousin's granddaddy that's tatted on me, G.
Okay.
I did it. I asked,
So
like,
you
can I
throwing the
get my
phone at
thing?
her? So you throwing your phone at
I
her?
got, oh my granny, oh my cousin granny that's tatted on me, G. I did not hit her.
You're on body cameras.
On my cousin's granny that's tatted on me, G, I did not hit her. I did not.
Wait, on my cousin.
I'll rewind it again.
So you throwing the phone at her? So you throwing your phone at her?
Oh my granny, oh my cousin granny that's tatted on me, G.
On my cousin's granny that's tatted on me.
Y'all get all that.
I don't know. I think this is in Alabama. And I'm not sure how family trees work in Alabama. But where I'm from, my cousin's granny, also my granny.
Correct. Yeah. That's how that works. That's how
usually
my
how it works.
cousin's granny that's tatted on me, G.
It's tatted on me, G. I knew you would like this video. I knew you would like it.
That's awesome.
This is quintessential many such cases content right here. Quintessential.
Can I go in the back and get my thing?
Medics arrive to check out Daja's hand. Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this body cam. Upside is a free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and dining.
She's getting a medic for the broken nail, which I was showing people my nails. I don't really keep nails. I don't have long nails. But Erica in the chat was saying that she used to do people's nails, and you can, if you have long nails, you can break your nail so bad that you need a medic. Like it rips it off or whatever.
She probably deserves it with that.
I mean, she did hit the cop, right? She did throw her phone at the cop.
on her cousin's granny,
Granny.
that's tatted on her G.
That's tatted on her
Probably
G.
needs a medic for that
Yep.
nail.
I'm thinking on her cousin's granny that's tatted on her G.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
would.
rename the episode that, by the way. I'm gonna go in and rename the
Yes.
episode. On my
Yes.
cousin's granny that's tatted on me
Tatted
G.
on her G.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Gallon of gas.
They broke my nail.
66.
They broke my nail.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yes.
They truly did.
You want to go to the hospital and get checked out?
No.
Okay.
They
How about
hurt
we
my
cover that up so
heart.
it doesn't bleed all over, okay?
Say again.
They hurt my heart.
Bless her heart, for sure. Bless her heart. They got the whole medic back. They got the whole deal going on here. 2 paramedics.
She's seriously
room.
crying. Like, she's seriously crying.
She's not crying because of her broken nail. She's crying because she got caught.
Don't
Sounds
say
good.
the same thing that I'm going to say. At
Looks
the
like
same
our
time
suspect
I say
is
it.
getting her.
We do this all the time, by the way. All the time. It's crazy.
do.
It's usually us saying it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Manicured. Let's jump ahead. Officers arrive with those belongings she mentioned before.
John, you want to take that? Let's put it in your car.
Well, I'm getting the title in here. On my cousin's.
My
right?
cousin's great. That's tatted on me, G.
Granny. That's tatted. Should I use proper punctuation? Probably not.
Oh no.
Granny
What's the
G.
point?
I didn't hit her. Was that I didn't hit her? Was that the quote?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. A new episode name just dropped.
I know.
Cool, sorry.
Look, they're good.
Oh, look at her. You got more cash?
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah, she's got cash stuffed everywhere. And keep in mind that this is just from today. And they said at the beginning of this that the loss prevention people had pulled up video from she was doing this like
days.
every day. Just
Mhm.
just taking cash and putting it in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only are there cameras everywhere, but they count the money. Like, you don't just drop it into a box with a bunch of other money. Like, they count exactly every penny that comes out of your cash register.
Yep. They know how much is missing.
Did you catch that? In true Walmart fashion.
I did not catch it. I'm gonna have to rewind it, sir.
I know, we've been talking. Let's
talking.
rewind.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool, sorry.
Look, they're good.
All this
Just gotta
mine.
make sure there's no weapons in it.
Did you catch that? In true Walmart fashion, let's roll that back. Police discover another $100 bill in the suspect's purse. And that's not all.
Just gotta make sure there's no weapons in it.
Probably days because I get on the break. That's fine. And that's the locker. Y'all want y'all locker back? I mean, with the locker. Yeah. No, she can do that.
You got ID in your purse?
Yeah.
She got on to Indiana. No, that's not my ID. That's not my ID.
That's not my ID.
She's got other people's IDs in her bag too.
Uh-huh.
So she's not only a money thief, she's an identity theft person. Identity
Uh-huh.
thief. Interesting.
What else are we going to find out about you?
I don't know, but it's getting interesting.
Let's find out.
My
Let's
cousin's
find
granny just
out.
tatted on me. Gee, I can't wait to find out.
What is this one? Why you guys in the
A fake ID.
Oh, she got a fake ID.
Yeah, I know.
Daja admits to having a fake ID in her purse, or two?
Can I go through it myself?
Is this another? Oh, this is fake as
Why would you need more than one fake ID? Riddle me that.
You don't.
Have
It
you
was
ever
great
had a
to
fake
grow up.
ID?
No, it was great to grow up when we did because we didn't need them.
I did.
You did?
Not only did I. Here's the thing about my family. You know my family. We all kind of look alike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had a sister's. I'm not going to say which one because my mom's in the chat. I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I had an older sister.
Oh my gosh. Look do you know how old you are? Does it really matter?
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding. But I had an older sister's ID. And then when I turned 21, my ID went to, and what we would do is we would go to the DMV and just say we lost our ID. We get a new ID and we give our old one, we'd pass it down. So then my ID went to my twin cousin, who has been in the chat before. I don't see her tonight, but so listen to this story. So
You're so lucky. I had no girls in my family. I had two older brothers. I had nobody that ever looked like me. And I just went through life with brothers.
So not only did I give it to my twin cousin, then my cousin gave it to her little sister, who recently came to visit here in Georgia. And we were at my other sister's house, not the one whose ID I had, right? And we're sitting around the kitchen table at Christine's house. And my cousin's dad was there, and my mom was there, and the whole family was there, and we're sitting around. And my cousin pulls out my ID from, 1997.
No!
And says, "Hey, when I was" keep in mind, this cousin now has 5 children, happily married.
No! That is
full-grown
hilarious.
adult is like, "Here's your ID back." Yes. And her dad is like, "What?" And my mom's like, "What?" We had to tell the whole story of how we had this whole, scheme of passing down IDs. Everybody had an ID at around the age of 18 that said they were 21 because we just kept it rolling. We kept it rolling. But
see, we kind of just go ahead. You finish.
All of my family has green or blue eyes and naturally blonde hair. And we all have the Chicago face, like the German Polish look. And I'm not Polish, but it's that look, that German Polish look.
Yeah.
And when you're going to the Jefferson Inn or something like that, where they don't really give a shit, they don't care. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a fake ID for so long. The day that I turned 21, I was with Jimmy and Christian and JS. And we were going down to the Rocks at Belmont Harbor to drink. And we stopped at a liquor store, just a little corner liquor store. And I had finally turned 21. So I went into this corner liquor store with my actual real ID.
And they didn't believe you.
They didn't card me. I was buying orange hooch to take to the Rocks at Belmont Harbor. And they didn't card me. And I'm like, what? Don't you want to see my ID, sir? He's like, nah, you're good. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was buying a 12-pack of orange hooch.
See, I remember just going, we knew the liquor stores to go to that never carded us.
That too. Or we also hung out with people who were older, like JS and Christian and Jimmy and
they were always
Karen. We're all older.
They were all over 21.
Yep. Anyway, yes, we have a crime family. That's why I do a crime show now. Pretty much it. All right, let's get to this.
You could have claimed on your cousin's granny that was tatted on you.
What's that?
You could have claimed on your cousin's granny that was tatted on you.
I did. Yes, that's the cousin whose granny was tatted on me. Actually,
I'm trying to help you.
I found it. Pink hair. There you go.
look at the money just falling out of her bag.
No, you don't have to go through all my stuff.
I just gotta
Yes,
make sure
they
there's
do.
no
Ain't no
That's
weapons,
it.
ma'am. I don't do none of that. And you can put my
Just steal
ID back
money.
in there.
You don't have to go through all my stuff. Well, we have to find all of the money you stole from Walmart and anything else you stole, by the way. If she's stealing $100 bills, I guarantee that there's packs of gum or whatever else she felt like taking that day. You know what I
And
mean?
all of the fake IDs are, just so you know, not legal to have.
Yeah, illegal. Like and more illegal. I don't know more illegal, but having a fake ID is considered identity theft, which is super duper illegal.
Idiot.
Investigators look to recover that money found in the suspect's purse.
Was there another 100 in there?
There was.
That's mine. That is mine.
I don't believe you,
just took
ma'am.
money.
She's like, no, that $100 is mine. The $100 that was in my vest, that's y'all's.
Yeah.
On my cousin's granny's, G.
That's tatted
tatted
on me,
on
G.
I can show y'all the transaction that I just took my money out, my account. That is mine.
When you go to court,
That is mine. I just took it out my transaction this morning.
Well, guess what? The bank
Lying.
has transaction history and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This happened 11/24/23. So year before last is when
I
this
mean,
happened.
I shop with cash every day.
Here's the thing,
I
I didn't used to, but then I watched this like documentary. I don't know if it's a YouTube video documentary about tips and taxing of tips or whatever. So I started carrying cash since I watched that to tip people with, because I don't think the government should get tip money.
Nope.
Like
I
if I
don't
want to
either.
give, here's the thing. You can gift somebody, anybody, up to $10,000 without it being taxed. If somebody gives me good service and I want to give them a gift of a tip, that should not be taxed, in my opinion.
Sorry. I never tip on a check. Never, ever.
Yeah, it's where you got to have cash.
Always.
Yeah.
Show
Okay, well,
y'all.
then you could print that out and bring it to court, and then you.
But that is.
We'll bring it too. We'll bring it too.
What you mean? Bring it. That is mine.
The audacity.
I have a bill to pay, and that's why I took it out.
I know I keep pausing it, but the audacity of this woman getting upset that they're taking her cash and putting it into evidence. And the officer saying, if you produce the transaction, you can go to the bank, get the records that you pulled this money out this morning, you'll get it back after court. And she thinks that there's some sort of disservice being done to her. She thinks she's the victim of something here because they're going to hold on to her money until she can prove that it's hers. Why? Because you're a proven thief. We have video of it, ma'am. The audacity. How is she not embarrassed?
That's crazy.
And as for those fake IDs,
Get it out of your bank account. You show that transaction. We got our videos.
What the fuck, bro?
Yep, so I'm taking them.
Oh, good. Yours, and we'll get back to you. Okay.
How I'm gonna get it back? I'm confused.
So you're fake
I'm
IDs?
confused.
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I like to party. I like to.
Yeah, but it's legal.
Okay, I don't give a. Y'all can throw them away. Y'all got my real ID.
Oh no, that.
The officer's like, that's illegal. She don't give an F. She does not. Obviously, you don't care about the laws. You just got caught stealing hundreds of dollars from Walmart.
But she's confused. She's
cow.
confused.
They're not getting thrown away.
I'm not going to make fun of you for mispronouncing a word because I live stream and I mispronounce all sorts of shit.
Okay, I'm just saying she's confused.
I'm confused. I can't even say it. It's very difficult to say confused.
She look that face that she's about to make right now. She's about to say confused.
Confused. I'm confused. I remember one time you and I were somewhere in a neighborhood with this demographic of folks, and the person said, "I'm finna gonna get it right now." And you and I, for years,
Said,
4
"I'm
years,
funna gonna get it.
I'm
I'm
finna
funna gonna."
gonna
Yeah,
get it
we
right
did.
now.
Yeah,
I'm finna
I
gonna get it
totally
right now.
forgot about that. I'm finna get it. We
We all
did.
go do it. I'm getting
Years.
charged with it.
It's been like I have no concept of time, but it's been like 30 years, and I'm still saying
30
I'm finna
years.
gonna get it right now.
30, at least 30 years.
38? No. No. That would
No,
put us as
30.
toddlers. Never mind. We're not that old. We're old.
30.
We're not that
Yeah,
old.
definitely 30.
Forgery.
Okay.
Felony charges.
Okay. Okay.
You're not going to get a break sitting here fighting with officers.
I'm not fighting. I was never even fighting them. I asked
Shut
them
your
nicely,
mouth.
can I get
How
my
about
things?
that?
And he right here, he broke my nail at some more. And
Did you put your hands behind your back when he told you to? Okay.
I was right here. When I was right here, I got up. And that's when he did all this, everything. I don't have to lie about that.
Threw herself against the wall.
Can you show us again, ma'am, how this happened? Can you reenact it for us?
And then he took my hand and broke my nail. Well, let me rewind it. That was funny. She just literally threw herself against the wall.
Did you put your hands behind your back when he told you to? Okay.
I was right here. When I was right here, I got up. And that's when he did all this, everything. I don't have to lie about that.
That's fine.
He knows what
he knows the drill.
Chicago police never.
Those IDs may be
Chicago
illegal,
police
but they're actually
never.
pretty impressive to investigators.
She's from Chicago.
She is. This explains a lot.
They're in Joliet. This is Joliet. Chicago police would never do that, really? 'Cause
Never, ever.
I hate to break it to you, ma'am. The police that I've met in Chicago would definitely do much worse, by the way.
They definitely would, especially. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I read.
These are pretty good.
Okay, so Craig's gonna go into leads for DUI hold and for owner not being present. And then
I don't know. That one looks kind of fake, honestly.
It looks. I don't know.
You can tell it's fake because it's the picture. That's it.
I'll tell you this. Getting into a bar, this isn't.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
probably
fun.
yeah.
Oh, here.
I don't do nothing else with them but get in that. And I use my regular ID for everything else.
Sounds like our suspect may be checking out with more than just a theft charge. Before heading off to jail, the former cashier has one more trick up her sleeve.
Hey, you can't be on your watch.
Stop touching me, bro. I'm trying to text my.
Calls when
Bro,
you get down
watch
to jail.
out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone.
Imagine the audacity you have to be in handcuffs under arrest.
Don't touch me.
For embezzlement, basically. Embezzlement is what she's doing here. And then copping this attitude when the cop all he did was touch her shoulder and say, "You can't be texting on your watch." They're going to take her watch from her. Like, look at this.
This drives me crazy when these people think they have these sort of rights when they're
Absolutely
in handcuffs. No.
Absolutely not. You have given up your rights to text your mom on your watch. You've lost your right to have that watch, actually. And thank you for letting us know that it's a smartwatch that you can text from so we can take it from you before we put you in the jail cell. Like, really, she probably could have texted all the way to the police station before they took it from her. But no, she can wait.
I've seen body cam videos where this happens in the back seat.
The story that we're covering on Sunday, the girl has an ear pod in, and they have taken her phone already. And while she's waiting in the room, the interrogation room, she's listening to music on her ear pod because it's still connected to her phone wherever they took her phone to. This woman killed somebody. So Yeah.
So she's just chilling, listening to
Just
Spotify.
chilling, listening to Spotify, whatever, singing
Her
along.
playlist.
Yep.
Per sleeve.
Hey, you can't be on your watch.
Stop touching me, bro. I'm trying to take my
Calls
bro.
when you get
Watch
done
out! Don't
You'll
touch
be-
me!
you'll be
Don't
able to
touch
make calls
me!
once
Leave
you
me
get-
alone, bro.
Do I have to
Leave me
take off the
alone.
watch? Do I have to
Okay,
take off the watch?
Okay, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
Stop getting on the watch.
Bro.
I'm trying to test my whole mom.
You'll be able to make calls once you get done with it.
Her whole mama. Her whole mama.
Not half. Not part of her mama.
Oh man.
No, I can make a call now.
No, you can't.
What?
Why are they being
I don't think
so
you
nice
understand
to
that you're
her?
under arrest.
I don't. Because it's Joliet. Because it's Joliet. You've been to Joliet. They're very nice. It's Midwest nice, is what they're just nice people. People in the Midwest are nice, generally speaking.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Take the watch, taser in the mouth,
Pepper spray her knee.
pepper spray her in the face after they tase her mouth, and tell her to shut the F up.
Yeah, the attitude, look even the look on her face right there. The attitude is insane to me.
I don't know who she thinks she is. She's 20 years old.
She's never been told no in her life. And I can get into why I think that is, but I'm not going to because this is not that kind of channel.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hope that's recorded.
It is.
Okay.
It's all
I better
recorded,
try to
lady.
get out.
No, you probably will. I'm not going to deny that.
Minutes later, officers arrive to escort Deja out.
All right, well, we're ready to transport you, so will you behave? Will you be good? Okay.
Are you gonna be a girl? You good?
Hey, Lopez.
I can hear the Santa Claus ringing the bell outside. It's Christmas
Yeah.
time.
Did you park car?
Deja is led out to a patrol car, taken to jail, and booked for theft, aggravated assault on a peace officer, and resisting arrest. She later pled not guilty to the charges. That case is still pending.
Just watch your head, okay? I'm gonna put a seatbelt over you.
Thank you. Yep, the case is still pending. So that's it.
I hope she never got any of her money back.
I really highly doubt that she took that out of the
Her
bank
ATM.
that morning. I really
Nope.
don't think that's the case. Personally, I
No.
could be wrong. You know, we could probably do a follow-up on it and find out. But let me promote what I got to promote, and then we'll skedaddle. We'll get out of your hair. Don't forget, stick around. Let me know if I tried to redirect to Steven's stream the other night and it didn't work. I think I did it correctly this time. So please let me know if I did that correctly. I would appreciate it. Coming up on Sunday, I have a great case. This is one that I actually Erica, my research assistant, helped me with. It's the case of Ashley Bocanegra. I sent you a little clip about that one. Did you? What?
You hate me, don't you? You asked me like 4 times if I watched that.
You didn't watch it, did you?
And I didn't.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry. I will. I will.
Well, please tune in on Sunday though, because it's a
Life
really
is just
interesting.
crazy right now.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it. You're
Crazy.
moving, all of that stuff. But okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about the case, so that way the audience knows too, and hopefully we'll want to tune in Sunday at 4:30. So Ashley Bocanegra was a young woman who worked at Floor and Decor, and she was having an illicit affair with one of her workers, like one of her coworkers or whatever. And the coworkers, the boy that she was messing around with had a longtime boyfriend. They had a child together. This girl, the longtime girlfriend, and the boy's sister they work overnights, so he's sleeping. I don't know if any of you have ever worked an overnight shift or whatever, but during the day you sleep, and you sleep hard when you work overnight. they get on his phone while he's sleeping and text this girl and lure her over to the apartment. They say, "I'm getting kicked out. Can you please come meet me?" All this. They hide behind a building in a bush, wait for her to come walking around the corner and jump her. Now, they were not trying to kill her. However, the one girl was yelling as they walked up to her, "I will murder you. I will murder you." And guess what happened? She died. They jumped her. They got into a fist fight. She died. Now, normally, this would be like unintentional homicide, like when you get into a bar fight and somebody hits their head on the ground and they die. It's not necessarily like first degree murder or whatever. However, they also stole her phone, which was worth over $1,000. Do you know what happens when somebody dies when you're committing another felony? Yeah, you get felony murder is what happened.
Yeah.
Horrible crime. I feel so bad for this girl's family. This girl had a child who's motherless now.
Oh.
Yeah. Both boys, the girl's fiance and the boyfriend, we have the video, the cam of them finding out that she died. It's heartbreaking. It's horrible. But the thing that sticks out the most is the sister, who was the one who issued the fatal blows, is in this police interrogation room laughing like it's a big old joke after she
Aw.
finds out the girl died. It's insane. It's just this is a crazy case. I can't wait to bring you guys the whole story Sunday at 4:30. Please be here for that. It's just when I first saw this case, it was so interesting to me that they sent me hundreds of files. I have all of the we did the FOIA request and they sent me hundreds of files. Anyway, Sunday at 4:30. Then coming up Monday, 8 p.m., booze and body cams with our co-host, our Xena and my co-host, Kfar. He's in his new place. He will have his new setup. We will see it live for the first time Monday at 8 p.m. That's all I have going. Oh, and then next Sunday we have Cerebral Tackle, who's in the chat, coming on to talk about fishing crimes. Oh, thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget, stick around, and it should redirect you to the stream that Erica suggested. Please let them know that you're from here and ask them to subscribe to me. I would appreciate it. Do you have anything to say to the people?
You guys, I had so much fun tonight. I'm so glad I was able to make it. I love you all. I'm really glad.
Are you going to cry because you missed them that much?
Yeah, I'm so sad. No. I had fun.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Sunday. Have a good night.
Bye.
I'm at the cul-de-sac. Shit. What you really think? What you really know? What am I doing in the cul-de-sac for? If I can't get out that blow like Satchmo, but I gotta look cool, I'm kinda full of crap though. It's just a man in black with the locksmith latch, and the cost is half, and he's offering that. Some evocative hats, he's a talkative cat. I'm like, what else are you selling, brother? You say he got some Afghans on his Ottomans that's woven with muslin. Got some technology from the Muslims. Then I ask him if he have him a husband and take a break and stay away until the intelligence come and get what I'm selling you, cousin, if crime paid. Then I break the bank for 5 days, 5 lemons on D Live, minimum wage in my CD drive. It say center stage is a Dr. Dre just sitting sadly in the case. I trust Dre when he's saying out his face the death row is the label that pays, man. Same way I got an angel that saves.